much better.
Jeez. That was not a guttural yell, right? It was fairly guttural.
It's a torturous, seething, angry yell this morning. Here, take it.
Is that the chip?
That's the chip. Take it.
That hurts, actually.
I don't care what you do with it. Just take it. Where'd I get you?
Threw that hard.
Inside of the thigh?
Finger.
Do you have a cup?
Finger.
Oh, you weren't wearing a cup?
I'm bleeding.
I hit him right in the meat.
I'm bleeding.
Good morning, everybody.
I think you can sue him.
Oh, you could, actually. Sue me for what?
I got assaulted with a chip.
Sue me
a
for what?
Custom frustrated Woods poker chip.
Where did it go? Did we lose it?
It's down on the floor.
All right, you just grab it. Oh, man. That was terrible. Why am I in the middle today? That feels weird.
That was weird. Just switched it.
There we go. This is my custom chip. That's two.
That's two. You've got 8 remaining.
You've used one.
I did use the same one that you used last time.
The same one that I did, but you don't want to use one today.
Not going to use one
Ben
today.
and I have been screaming at each other since we got here this morning. It started in the parking lot. It went all the way up through the elevator, and now.
I mean, I fully expected them to lose to Shohei Ohtani last night.
Spoken.
How they do it.
Spoken like a true.
Is less relevant to me than I guess it is to you.
I think for me, good morning, everybody. We are Ben and Woods.
Good morning.
I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl. He's the executive producer. Good morning, Paulie.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Hey, how are you? Ben Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor, joins us as well. Listen, I can use a chip whenever I want, whenever I damn well feel, rules. And I don't want to be shamed for it. And
I know you said you were getting 10 chips.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I had to buy 25.
Okay.
So you can use as many as you want, buddy.
Well, I'm going to give myself 10 because I cannot handle this, man. I can't handle this.
No, I don't want to work with Woods if he's using 25
God.
chips over the course of the season.
No, it's a long season. It's going to be
a deal breaker right now.
100%.
What is that like? Like 7 or
that's like every once a week at least, right? Like coming to be like,
yeah, that's
I hate these guys.
Probably like twice a week.
Listen, at the end of the day, and we're gonna. Oh my God, are we gonna talk about it today? We have nothing but time to talk about it. Losing is part of a baseball season. It's just gonna happen a bunch, It's going to happen a bunch. If you're the best team, you're going to lose 60 games. And none of those are going to be pretty. They're not all going to be pretty. Oh, tough, hard-fought loss. I don't like when my team's not locked in against that team. And that's kind of where it starts and stops with me. Dropping double play balls that my little leaguers turn in their sleep in high heels if they wanted to. That means I'm not locked in. I'm not locked. Weird routes to the ball, and then obviously with what's going on with our superstars. Here is a huge problem. It's a huge problem. Randy Vasquez acquitted himself nicely after throwing straight BP. I thought, let's put it this way. I guess the bright side for me is we should have been down 9-0 after 3. Where he was putting the ball last night, and as hard as they were hitting the ball.
If they had
9-0,
would you have used the chip?
God no. God no.
Isn't that interesting?
No. It's just.
Because I agree with you.
You chalk that one up too. Oh, man, Randy didn't have it tonight, right?
The Padres were lucky to still be in the game after 2 or 3 innings.
And that there's going to be games that come along where you're like, we didn't have it tonight, man.
The Braves just lost 12-0 to the Marlins 2 days ago. Right. I told you, the best teams are going to have bad days.
Just total clunkers. But they edged us enough last night. They had enough opportunities to come through and didn't.
That's what frustrated me the
frustrating
most.
Part.
I kind of expected them to lose yesterday. Going into the game.
You get up, though, you're like, oh, my God, we can do this, man. Let's at least get it back. Let's get it within, striking distance, and you did.
I step away from the series, and I go, Monday's game honestly could have gone either way. Tuesday's game honestly could have gone either way. And yesterday's game was the worst that the Padres played, and yet, I don't know, they had plenty of opportunities to tie or take the lead with one swing of the bat. Like they were, They were in it enough to pay attention and stay locked in.
I mean,
but God, that was frustrating.
And again, I had people write me last night, and they're like, "We battled Shohei." I'm like, oh, "Cool." I mean, you could have beaten him last night, and you guys, they just weren't they weren't locked in at all, and that's the thing I can't stomach is. And look, you're gonna have errors, right? That error last night is an unacceptable one, right? That one, when you have all the time in the world from Xander Bogaerts.
Technically not an error, but.
Was it not?
Well, you can't assume
the double play.
You can't assume the double play. So Doesn't
not
get
even an
charged
error.
with an error.
Yeah. So it's kind of like Yuki and Wandy's ERA. It's a big
facade.
mystical myth. But that just not being locked in against that team, with a chance to win the series is tough, especially after how you ended the night before. And it was just a rough watch last night. I was furious from the first pitch. The first pitch of the game goes out of the yard. Jackson Merrill breaks his back on the fence, and so it was all downhill from there. So that's it. That's it. I'm good.
No, you've got the whole show now.
Oh, I do?
Once you play a chip,
okay,
you can be frustrated.
Oh, I'm still frustrated.
I'm not sure if it carries over to the Epic Wings, Epic Padres roundtable. If you're still...
Well, Tony's going to be here. He's going to scream at me if I'm mad.
Yeah,
it's true.
He will.
He'll be Tony, and he'll be the ex-major leaguer who tells you...
Just shut up. You're fine.
Padres are 9 games above 500, 50 games into the season. Let's not go off the deep end here, people. Padres, it was one series. Lost 2 out of 3 to the LA Dodgers. There's a lot of baseball left, including another 10 games against the Dodgers this season, where you've got a chance to still win the season series.
Yeah, 100%. And I think last year, again, you said it yesterday, it doesn't really carry into, it does. This team rolls over for the LA Dodgers. They do. They roll over, they crumble, they falter, did it in the playoffs. And this has been
the 1 year, 2024, when they won the season series, then they won the first 2 out of the 3 in the playoffs. Looked like they had
this is the exercise the demons.
And they had beaten them in the playoffs in 2022. It looked like they had finally done it, and the 24 innings kind of reset everything back into the Dodgers' favor.
Was it?
There's no that is true.
Many are saying that it was the ill-advised promo that ran on the station. Many have said, I know everyone wants to blame that's what's in, guys.
The Padres have slayed the dragon again.
Right. Many have said that's
what I blame.
That's the thing you'll never get over. That's what's in was so long ago.
It wasn't Kershaw. It wasn't that's what's in, guys. It was
every curse can be exorcised, right?
How?
Even if there is a curse. There's no way to undo it ever. I mean, the Red Sox won their World Series. The Cubs won their World Series.
They did.
It took them 100 years.
It took them 100 years. 100 years. Whew.
I had the thought last night. Am I going to spend decades as a sportscaster in San Diego?
Yes. Well, yes, you already have.
And more decades. And finish my career having never covered a World Series championship.
I mean,
I started covering the Padres pregame show when I was 22 or 3. So theoretically, I could be covering this team night in and night out for 50 plus years if I truly stick around as long as a lot of these people do.
You play your chips right.
I'm more than halfway there already.
It's been 84 years.
Quarter of a century. Is it possible I could spend?
What do you mean? Is it possible? It's likely. Are you kidding? Is it possible?
It's happening.
It's literally you're in it right now.
You're in the middle of it.
You're in a personal hell right now and have been for a long time.
In the big scheme of things, you just got here.
Yeah, in the big grand scheme.
You just got here, 100%. Paulie. You just got here.
Correct.
I've been going to Padres games since 1978.
Oh, man.
We knew that was coming.
God, I knew that was coming.
Yeah. I expect it from some people. I didn't
expect it from him. That's fine. It's fine. I'm sorry I'm not as skilled as you. And I've born somewhere.
I've always felt the math was on my side. There's just
of course.
There's
You're
too
logical.
Many seasons, too many years. Yep. Baseball's a funny game, and one of these years the bounces
they're going to go their way. They're going to win one,
and they're going to win one.
Look at the Texas Rangers, man.
I've been confident in that belief for about a couple decades at least. And like last night was the first time I'm going. Maybe it's never going to happen. Maybe it's never going to happen.
No, I get it. I mean, there's a referendum nationally right now about Fernando Tatis Jr. And I defend him because I love him. I think he's a great player. I do. And he's 27 years old. What he's going through, I have never seen anything like. The only other thing I can think close is when Chris Davis was circling the drain at the end of his career, huge contract. He was striking out.
He was striking out like
almost
crazy every time. It's like with Fernando, he's still making contact. Yeah, he still can put bat to ball,
but it
just never goes where you want it to go.
But Chris Davis had a legit medical reason that we all knew about. They banned him from taking Adderall. severe ADHD. They banned him from taking Adderall.
Mm-hmm.
That for him, he was like, how am I supposed to focus on this object hurtling 97 miles an hour towards me when I can't focus on anything? And they banned it, and he went down the crapper. Now, I don't know what's happened with Fernando. I see some real spark in him sometimes. I'm not going to be in here going, he's a moper, we got to trade him. That's not me. I see a lot more people on our team moping than Fernando Tatis Jr. A lot more. I can think of 3 off the top of my head that mope twice as much as Fernando does. Fernando is still trying to change the game. He's trying to change the game with his legs, trying to change the game with his arm. You know, he's beating out some of these swinging bunts. That's his whole offensive profile right now, is the swinging bunt.
He's riding a 4-game hitting streak.
He sure is. No one on the planet is better.
I don't think any other
bunt.
Padre is. I think he's got the Andujar went over, so I think he's got the longest hitting streak on the Padres right now.
He does. Yeah, I think as far as being pouty and stuff, okay, yeah, like Laureano, I think is the whole body language is terrible. Like, it's terrible right now. I think Manny's body language is terrible, and I think Jackson Merrill can have really bad body language at times. It's a symptom of looking at the stat sheet and saying, well, we're 23rd in runs, we're last in hits in baseball, we're 18th in homers, so that's actually a step up. We're 22nd in runs batted in, we're 22nd in walks, we're 15th in Ks, so we're right in the middle of the pack. Dead last in average, dead last in OBP, dead last in OPS, and 27th in slug. I understand why they're upset. I'd be upset too if I looked and go, God bless. Then you look to the win-loss column and go, okay, well, we're 9 games over. Let's keep grinding. And I think that's the right plan. I do.
In some ways, this would be a lot easier to handle if the Padres were 20 and 29.
Oh, if they're 20 and 29, I don't know if it'd be easier, but it'd be easier to explain.
But yeah, you'd go,
like, well,
it would make sense.
All right, we need major changes. You know, take a hatchet to some of this thing.
Let's
make some big changes here. But when you're 29 and 20, I think the Padres still have the 6th best record in all of baseball. You can't really do anything other than keep trying to fight your way out of it.
That's
There's
all
nothing else you can do.
That's all you can do, man. And I know that's, again, send him down, Phantom IL, whatever you want to say. That's fine, man. That's your opinion. I think you have to let all of these guys slumping hit their way out of it because, well, you've committed to them for decades upon decades with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. They give you the soup. You don't have to eat the soup. But that means you're not watching and you're not locked in on the team or a fan of the team anymore. If you're like, I'm done, I'm not going to watch. Okay, that's fine. That's your prerogative. This is the soup. They're not going to take that soup from you and go, guys, it's today is Thursday. I want you to know we're unveiling an entire new team on Friday. You guys are going to love them. Hope you come out to the ballpark and support them.
We got some great guys.
We got some great guys.
We were clam chowder. Now we're tomato bisque.
It's exactly right. Here's the soup, guys. You have to eat the soup. Here's your spoon. I got some crackers for you on the side. But this is what you get. This is what you get. And
you can add seasoning to the soup.
Right? The soup was
you
cold.
You can reheat the soup, but the soup is going to be the soup.
You know what our soup is right now? It's just broth. It's just broth. It's broth. That's all. There's no noodles. There's no chicken. There's no
It's not, though.
little carrots.
It's expensive broth.
It's expensive broth.
Bone broth.
It's bone broth. But it's broth, to be sure. This is not hearty. It's not fulfilling. It doesn't fill me up. That's weird. I don't know. I was first pitch of the game.
Maybe it's a cold soup right now. It's like a borscht.
Gazpacho. You should have heard me, man.
Mulligatawny or something. I don't know.
When that, as soon as it left Randy's hand, I went, oh, no. Oh, my God. It's the first pitch of the game. And then I start seething. I'm like, of course that little weasel batted him against us. Of course he did. Great call, by the way. It was rough. And the play of the night, obviously, is everybody's going to talk about Fernando. And I was pretty fit to be tied, man. After you walk Freddie Fermin, you're throwing. If I'm Dave Roberts, if I'm Mark Pryor, I'm pulling Shohei in the office and be like, why are you throwing Freddie Fermin 75% sweepers and sliders? Why? What is your thinking there? Throw 3 heaters by him and call it a day. He did. He was up there nibbling and messing around, and he loads the bases to get to Tatis. Tatis saw the 7-8 pitches or whatever that Fermin saw, and goes, I'm just going to hack at this first pitch outside. And not only am I going to hack it, I'm going to roll it over. I'm going to roll it over at double play.
I mean, is it possible he's thinking the first pitch is going to be the best pitch I'm going to see? He has to get ahead. He can't fall behind me. I am ready to hack on this first pitch.
I'm a first pitch guy. Manny's done it for years, and he's bats like 400 off. I don't care about. I'm not a take till you get one with the bases loaded. I'm a, hey kid, find your pitch. Don't swing at his pitch. Swing at yours. My guess, Ben, and I think you back me up on this, is we get fooled by spin a lot. And I get that he's really good at spinning it, but so are all these guys. Spin murders this
I
team.
do agree with you there. I think spin is a big problem for a lot of the guys in the lineup. I do believe that early season Tatis, the one that wasn't hitting home runs, but was driving the ball the other way, takes that pitch and hits it really hard
down into the gap,
down toward right field. Maybe the gap, maybe it's a line out to right field.
Maybe it's a line out to the first baseman.
But now he's so in his head about trying to pull the ball in the air, got to pull the ball, that these outside pitches that he's trying to pull, well, that's what usually happens. You roll over into a double play, even if you hit it hard, and technically hard hit ball, 95 miles an hour, but
you know what it looked like to me?
I mean, a soft hit ball would have been way better than a hard hit ball right there.
You know what it looked? Yeah, 100%. You know what it looked like to me? Let's get this over with. Let's get it over with. I don't want to stand up there and face Shohei Ohtani with the bases loaded. That is a man with zero confidence right now. And why would he? Why would he have any confidence?
Compare that to Andy Pajes, who was going up against Mason Miller and had all the confidence in the world that I could put together a good at-bat against him. And it's that guy.
I think Stammen actually, again, with Craig, you read between the lines a little bit, and he talked last night, I'm sure we have the audio, about, look, we have to have we got to get a hit, or we got to at least have a good at bat. That is the definition of a poor AB. It's poor. It's a poor. It doesn't make any sense. If you're going to hack, you have to have one spot, and one spot only, and it is the size of a dime. That if it's there, I'm going to swing. And I know it's hard. Trust me. It's the size of a dime. If it's not there, I'm going to lay off. And pulling that pitch, 95, 96 mile an hour, or whatever it was sweeper, yeah, 92 miles an hour.
Sweeper or something, yeah.
Outside corner, and pulling that ball just tells me I'm not locked in. I'm terrified right now. I'm slumping right now. And it sucks. I watch Toddy every night. I love him. He's one of my favorite players. And I go, my heart is breaking for this kid. It's breaking. With every time he doesn't come through, it just breaks for him. I'm a dad. If that was my son, it would put me in the grave, and I know it's probably putting him in the grave. And I got people in my Twitter going, "Is anybody talking to him?" I'm like, "Bro, it's probably 40 people talking to him on a daily basis."
Stammen said last night. I mean, yeah, coaches are huddling every single day, trying to come up with something to get him going. Yeah. That's what they do. That's what their job is. They are trying. It hasn't been working. I do think, and Stammen talked about it after the game as well. It wasn't across the board bad at bats. They worked the pitch count. They got Ohtani out after 5 innings. Made him work pretty hard for those 5 innings, even though they did not score. And they had a chance against the Dodgers bullpen, which was supposed to be the team's weakness. They don't have their closer. They don't have Gratterall. And somehow they've thrown 29 consecutive scoreless innings in their bullpen as well. And that's not all against Padres. That's across the board. They've figured out a way to make up for all their injuries like they always do. And they have been absolutely nasty with guys you haven't heard of, like Will Klein, that continue to flummox opposing batters, including the San Diego Padres.
Yeah. I mean, it's you want to tease what's coming up on the roundtable, or do you want to save that for the roundtable?
Yeah, no, we can tease it.
Because you asked a good question.
Yeah, my question, and I'm racking my brain to come up with what's the question that we can ask about Fernando Tatis Jr. that we have not asked yet, because we've asked pretty much every question. So I'm just going to go, what's a reasonable course of action for the team to take?
It's a great question.
And again, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Reasonable.
I mean, I see the unreasonable takes. DFA him.
DFA. I saw one. I think Adam sent us one last night. DFA him.
Because you don't want to have to attach prospects to him to try to trade him away.
Entice another team to take Fernando Tatis.
So that's, I'm going to say that's a thumbs down.
You don't want to go on any course of action, which he gets picked up. You're paying the entire 14 years of his salary. Another team picks him up, and 1 week later,
the Brewers,
he's mashing the ball and, looks like an MVP, which is a very realistic scenario if you DFA'd him.
I had the nuance is lost on social media these days, and especially Twitter. I mean, my God, it's a battle zone. But I had a fairly nice and nuanced conversation last night with one of our tier ones. I can't remember who, but it said essentially, well, since 24, the scoreless inning streak, he said it broke me because Fernando was so hot, right? And then everybody went cold. And that's okay. Last year, put up a 6 WAR player. That's outperforming your contract last year, straight up. Like 1 WAR is worth between $8 and $12 million. He was 6 WAR player. He call that at the low end $48 million player for the season he had last year with 6 WAR. And I realize that defense is part of that, but you're a complete baseball player if you're putting up a 6 WAR season. That was last season. When I saw him at spring training, I go, he's going to hit 50. He is as calm and cool as can be. He looks so good.
WBC looked great.
Yeah, 100%. And so now you look at it and you go, what the hell happened?
Which is why I still don't think this is permanent.
No, that's the thing. And so with Toddy, there are players that I've watched play, and I'm like, I hate watching you play. I still like watching him play, and I think we all know what's in there. It's the promise of what is in there.
You've seen it.
And you've seen it. And you know that he's and
it wasn't 7 years ago.
No, it wasn't. You're not waiting for something to come back.
They're not trying to, find a guy who is way past his prime and hope he's got a little magic.
A career year.
It's within very recent memory that we've seen him look like a top flight Major League Baseball player.
That game Tuesday night when he came up to end, last at bat of the game, and I'm going. I said to my wife, I go, I know what would have happened if this was, 2020 or 2021.
Oh, yeah.
I know what would happen.
You knew. And last night, too.
I don't feel it.
I know
I don't feel it right now.
I know it sounds crazy, but when I ask the question, what's a reasonable course of action? SD Brothers says, send him to the DR for a few days, let him see family, have a few drinks, get his head right. I actually think that's not
the worst idea.
Most unreasonable course of action.
Justin tweeted me
Take a 10-day break, nurse that hamstring.
Yeah, get that hamstring
whatever you call it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Those are the kind of things that I am entertaining at this point.
Justin tweeted me last night. He goes, it's bad that when he comes to bat with the bases loaded, or he came to bat with the bases loaded, I felt dread instead of excitement. And I said, I'm sure he felt the same.
Yeah.
And it was pretty evident by that swing. I'm sure he felt the exact same way.
I'm the eternal optimist. So I thought, well, if there's one way you can just flip the season on a dime, it would be with a grand slam of Shohei Ohtani. That would have been first home run. So I let myself kind of go, come on, be the one. Of course it was.
I texted you guys, please God, and then it didn't work.
I think about it like, some people.
Then you texted the F word.
Then I said F me. Yep, I did.
Like, do not confuse the word emotional for, pouty or anything like that. But Fernando Tatis Jr. is an emotional player. Some players are not. If you guys were professional athletes, like Woods would be an emotional player.
Oh, God.
Ben is clearly not emotional. You know what I mean? Like, there's just a difference in people and how they are. Fernando's an emotional guy. I bet this is killing him.
No, I can't. I bet he's not sleeping, man. I mean, that's the kind of stuff makes your hair fall out, right?
Yeah.
Dub says, I hope you're saving all this in a few weeks when he's mashing. It needs to be played back. I'm not giving up on him. I'm not giving up on him at all. I'm riding for him. I want him to do great, and I think he can. And again, he's one of my favorite players. And I'm not of the opinion that you should trade him or DFA him. I don't want him going somewhere else because I effing know what's going to happen if he goes somewhere else. I know
we
exactly
all know what's going to happen.
But somebody's got to get through to him. And a reasonable solution, Ben, is a sports therapist.
He could go until June and continue to just struggle and not hit a home run.
What? Have you
That's still 2 months out of a 14-year deal. And I'm like, are we really even entertaining the idea of just cutting bait?
You guys ever seen anything like this? Can you recall?
Really.
I've watched a lot of baseball, man, and I've seen guys struggle, but I've seen them struggle for a week. I've seen them struggle for 10, 12, 13 days.
No, I've seen long slumps.
This
is a weird one.
It's a weird one.
This is a very weird one. Like, I've seen guys have, Manny had a month long in June when he was hurt and his ankle.
Of course.
And he looked horrible.
He looked terrible, but he was out there.
We all knew why.
Yeah.
We're assuming that Fernando is healthy right now. And I mean, he's not striking out like every at bat. He's up there. He looks like a major leaguer when he swings.
Until the swinging. You know what it reminds me of? Is Soto when he was here. The swinging bunt, the Juan Soto swinging bunt, I was like, I've never seen anybody
Roll
do
over
this
to
more.
second,
And now Toddy is going the other way. He's rolling over to third and short. I love him. Fernando, if you're listening, I love you.
It's like, I
I
mean,
want you to be. I know you can be better. You know you can be better.
it feels like you ever see a guy going for his 400th home run, 500th home run, 600th home run, like those droughts that they go on when they're sitting at like 499.
Right.
It's like that, but it's been 6 weeks of
Yeah,
it.
it's crazy.
You
man.
know, and this is a good point. JWW says, why is Nando taking all the heat? Manny's hitting 178.
right?
Yeah.
If Tatis was struggling just as badly but had 5 home runs, it wouldn't look as
it
for
wouldn't
some
look
reason
as
it wouldn't
bad.
look as bad. Like I saw
It's the zero.
Austin Riley is having a really tough start to the season. He hit his 8th homer though last night. Like he's having a bad season, and he's hit 8 home runs.
Who?
Austin Riley.
Oh yeah.
He's having a bad season.
they're like-
and he's hit 8.
8.
And Tatis is at 0.
That's like one a week.
It's like you could be a bad player. He could have 7 or 8 home runs and still be having a really bad season right now.
Yeah. And what does Manny got? 4, 6, somewhere.
He's got 7.
6.
7, I think.
Yeah.
He's having a bad season.
He's
He's got
having a
7. He's got 7. How does Fernando Tatis Jr. have 0? That's what makes no sense at all.
I mean, I it's hard to wrap my head around. I've texted everybody I know in the game. What's going on? And everyone says mental.
I mean, if you went to batting practice and he just couldn't get it over the fence, like he has no,
I don't
he
know. I
has
haven't
no
seen him hit
ability to
BP
get it
this
over
year,
the
so I
fence.
don't
He
know.
just doesn't have the strength, doesn't have the bat speed to do it. You'd go, fine. You know, there's guys who can't hit home runs, especially in the big leagues. He's not one of them.
If everyone's saying it's mental, and I believe you and everyone that you're asking, I believe that, then I think the only thing is like, hey man, you need to take some time off.
Give him a little breather.
Because otherwise it's like, this isn't going to help. If it's all mental, like working in the cage for another 3 hours before the game, probably not going to help a whole lot.
But how are you a better team? You're taking your best defensive
You're not.
player out of the lineup. You're taking your best base runner out of the lineup.
No one's saying you're going to be a better team.
Yeah.
We're talking about how to get your
That's a
your
tough-
statue contract player on track.
You don't
again.
have anyone really to replace him that is at all, someone that you can get excited about. So again, I ask the question: what's a reasonable course of action to take with Fernando Tatis Jr.?
Yeah, you can call us if you want, 833-288-0973.
Wow.
Why not?
Is that a reasonable course of action to open up the phone
Why
lines?
not? Let's hear.
833-288-0973. We will get to our Padres crap up. More specifics on that game, but that was not foreplay. That was chip play this morning with Ben and Woods. We do have a big show. I'll set the menu for what we've got coming up here on a Thursday. Let's get to a timeout. Well, that's how we started the first half hour of the morning, everybody in San Diego. Thank you, Tier 1s, for joining us. Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. I think we all just want some confidence and certainty going forward. Well, we can't get it with our baseball team, but we can get it with our finances, thanks to Trajan Wealth here in San Diego. If you don't have a plan for retirement, you're going to spin yourself out with inflation, healthcare costs. How do you take the money out once you get to retirement age to make sure it lasts as long as you need it to last? Trajan Wealth has those answers for you. Set up your consultation by going to TrajanWealth.com, TRAJAN Wealth.com, or giving them a phone call, 1-855-TRAJAN1, 1-855-TRAJAN1. Pretty easy to do. David, he got me set up here in San Diego. He's done the same with many other Tier 1s, offices at Liberty Station, Carlsbad, and Del Mar. They can go through your 401ks, your old 401ks, IRAs, anything that you've got to make sure that you're on track and can feel comfortable and secure that your retirement, whether it's 5 years away or 30 years away, is going to be the one that you want here in San Diego. Again, go online to TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. Advisor.
He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Nothing. Now,
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
That is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Now, what's brought to you by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Good news, Polly. I'm told that my next software update will include some emotional upgrades. So I'm looking forward to that because you said I'm unemotional. So
Yeah.
I mean, just call it like I see it, Mr. Robot.
His like if you,
Mr.
I think he was
Roboto.
saying like if we were playing baseball together, we were on a team.
That is what I meant.
I would be more of the, well, I could never do it, but try to snap the bat over my knee, probably shatter my femur.
You would be a heart on your sleeve guy.
Yep. Always
And
had
would be
that.
a little bit more. I don't want to say like calm and collected because you've been there
He would just
too.
be, dang it.
But yeah, he wouldn't be
He does this.
emotional about it.
Like if he misses a putt, he's a little growl. Dang it. Yeah.
Dang it.
I'm beating a water cooler.
And then we move on.
Like Paul O'Neill. That's my favorite. Just in there beating up a water cooler.
All right, you open the door to phone calls, 833-288-0973. Let's get a couple of them in before our Padres crap up. Got Mike calling us this morning. Good morning, Mike. Welcome to 97.3 The Fan.
All right, Mike, reasonable or unreasonable? Shoot.
Unreasonable, but I think it's the only way to save Tatis. But it's going to hurt the team if it does happen. But I think if you want El Nino back, you need to move him back to shortstop.
Ooh.
Now
He checked out. He checked out as soon as they took that away, and they even said, don't call him El Nino anymore.
Yes, he did. He said that on our show. He wants a new nickname.
Yeah.
And no one's ever really come up with one.
No.
But, Mike, what about this, though? I saw you. Is this Mike, my boy Mike? I saw you at San Diego Brewing Company, right? Mission Valley. What is it? San Diego Brewing Company?
Yeah.
We talked. It was the night he debuted at second. And we all sat at that table and we went, yeah, okay, here we go. It's going to unlock something in him. He's so happy to be back in the infield. So AJ Kessville just wrote a piece saying, hey, man, he's your starting second baseman right now. So that's not working. So does it have to be shortstop? Because he's already back in the infield.
I'm just saying, if you see the attitude that Bogarts gave when they took it away from him, imagine somebody younger who was more of an all-star and flashier. As soon as they took that away from him, that's when all the problems started to happen.
That might be a different Mike. I'm not sure.
But steroids.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm not really. Saying he's an all-star right field. He's an amazing right fielder, and he did it for the team. But as a player, that guy was taken away when the shortstop was taken away.
Yeah.
He went out and became a platinum glover in right field.
He's
put up some really good numbers.
2.
I mean, not 40 home runs, but 25, 30 home runs, 6 WAR seasons. Yeah, would we all take that, Fernando Tatis Jr. in a heartbeat? Of course. Right now, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the wrong Mike, but this point stands. I was there. We were there that night that it happened. We were like, what the hell is going on? We didn't know this was coming, right? And then all of us, the collective Padres fans were like, maybe this unlocks something. I mean, he's happy to be back on the dirt, which
I just remember saying, I have no idea what's going to happen tonight, but I'm interested.
I love it.
I'm curious.
Yeah, but
by the way, moving him means you're also once again moving Xander off.
So now you've pissed off
2 players.
Yeah, now it's
I guess by the same logic now I don't know.
Xander's also struggling.
Xander's struggling.
Manny's struggling.
Manny.
I'll say this.
Merrill's struggling. Laureano's struggling.
We asked for reasonable or unreasonable. That was reasonable.
That was a reasonable take.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Let's see what Chief has to say. Chief,
long time, buddy.
How you doing?
Hey, good morning, fellas.
What's up, Chief?
How are you?
Well, things are good.
Good.
I got something though. Dennis Rodman did this back in the championship last dance season, right? Like
I remember
he went out to Vegas. He almost never came back, but they snatched him up and got him back in.
Yeah. Carmen Electra was in the room. I'll never forget that.
The stories about that are unbelievable.
We got Aaron Rodgers going down to South America and hitting up his darkness, trying to get his stuff back.
Get your head right.
But Ben, self-admittedly, when you were up in Oregon, you weren't hitting the ball so great.
Yeah.
True.
So what are you doing? Because we know what was really happening, Ben. All the women make the legs weak, Ben. So what were you doing?
All the women up in Bandon Dunes.
There's very few women in Bandon Dunes. I will say that. I saw a couple of them on the weekend. That was about it.
They actually call it Bandon Dudes.
I did what Tatis is
doing. Was it the Thought House?
I made my buddy get up early to go to the driving range because I wanted to hit more balls and try to figure it out. And I sort of did, sort of didn't. I mean, it's kind of similar to the swing. It's you try to work your way out of it, but that doesn't always solve the problem. But Chief, appreciate the call. It's good to hear from you, man.
The letting him, hey man, why don't you go to Vegas and blow it out? The Rodman thing's hysterical because again, he played with Michael Jordan, who's like, okay, and they understood him and they let him be him, and they realized we're gonna have a better version of this guy if he gets to go do kamikaze shots with Carmen Electra.
Get it out of your system.
But he came back late, and they tell that story about them having to run. And Jordan's like, why am I running? I've been here. Like, what are we doing here? It's so good.
It's funny, but I don't think Tatis dislikes being with his teammates
I don't think
or
so
anything
either.
like that.
Nothing.
I think he would miss baseball if you sent him away for any extended period of time.
You risk even more damage.
Yeah,
correct.
Exactly.
Yes,
that's the problem.
Let's say, and it's insane, right? He doesn't have options or the ability to be sent down. He can be sent down on a IL, right?
Rehab assignment.
He hurt his knee. Yeah. And you go down there, and Mike said earlier on Twitter, Go down there, rework it, down quiet, just away from the noise. And okay, fine. Is that an option?
You can do that in San Diego.
You can do that in San Diego too, right? Just down at the PLNU.
Work behind the scenes. Go to the lab for 10 days and try to figure it out.
But I think if you sent him down, like you're going to go play in El Paso, son. He's been in the league for 8 years, so I don't know. It's not something you see a lot.
Well, what's the upside?
What's the upside? If he
mashes,
he's in El Paso.
Then you're
in minor leagues.
Why isn't he in the big leagues? This is crazy. And you're also going like, does it even mean anything? Because you're playing in those thin air environments against AAA pitchers.
If he doesn't,
is that his problem?
If he doesn't hit, what's that do for your confidence? You're down there facing AAA guys. You're like, this is awesome. Maybe I'll just go work at H&R Block or something.
We'll send you down to single A. See if that works.
He's like,
how far down can we send
down? He's in Elsinore. He's in Elsinore, just ripping the cover off the ball. Yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks for him. I love him. I want him to do well. We all do. Again, you can handle. For me, it was partly about that at AB in particular last night. But there were so many things that happened last night that I just thought, man, they are not locked in at all. They're just not locked in, and you have to be locked in to play an opponent like that. Let me
get one more in. Here's Scott, and then we'll get to our Padres crap up. Scott, welcome to 97.3 The Fan in Benton Woods.
Hi, Scott.
Hey, boys. I would say maybe move him down in the lineup a little bit. I mean, would that be a bigger hit to his ego as well? Could we move him, maybe put him in like the sixth hole? And I know Laureano dropped like a fly down in the lineup.
I think that's fair. I mean, I think that's fair. I was texting with some people in the game, and they're like, "Why lead off?" And I go, "I don't know. Well,
I like the idea of lead off to take some pressure off the home run situation. The problem with moving him down is, who are you moving up? Laureano's ice cold. Merrill's ice cold and maybe hurt. Who are you moving up into the top three in the order? But the one problem with leadoff that I now realize that I didn't think of before is having Fermin and Tatis batting back to back.
Yeah,
it's not good either right now.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You've got your two most auto outs, it feels like, 9-1 hitting you. It's only the first time where they're not batting back to back. The rest of the game, it's like, ooh, we're hitting a rough patch down here with Laureano struggling, Fermin struggling, and Tatis struggling. 8-9-1. Ooh, it's not good right now for the Padres.
Black hole, man.
I mean, 2-3-4 isn't great either, but
right.
Well, it's not really
4-5-6 isn't that great.
No,
it's 7-8-9. So
I was gonna say that's not really a Fermin problem. It's kind of just the 7-8 catcher position right now. You're just not getting a lot of production anywhere.
Yeah.
Scored 0 runs. I mean,
5 runs total in the series, right?
Yeah. Dodgers don't score 9. They held them to 3 runs a game. That's incredible, actually. But they could not score. All right, let's go through the final game quickly. We'll get to our Padres crap up right after traffic, broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. Ben Woods here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com.
Brake lights through Lemon Grove and La Mesa on the northbound 125 before and after the 94. This is late running road work. Joey Blasney, Odyssey San Diego traffic.
This report is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Summer driving season's almost here. Stop by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They'll check your tires, lights, and essential fluids with any oil change. Stay in your car. No appointment needed. Visit SoCal Oil Change for coupons. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15-minute drive-through oil change.
It's a shame if they lose.
You got a problem.
How did things play out in yesterday's game?
Supremely stupid.
It's time for the Padres crap up with Ben and Woods. Brought to you by Hamul Casino Resort. Hey, player, here's something to cheer you up. The rooftop pool's open, day passes are available, and the spa is calling your name. Hamul Casino Resort, the player's place.
We'll give it 16 minutes of salt, and then we'll, get back on the pump and figure it out.
This game has got to come to an end. Ohtani to lead off. Left-hand hitter swings at the first pitch, sends it high and deep to right center field. Merrill's back. He is at the wall, measuring it up. He leaps, and Jackson cannot get it. A home run on pitch 1 for the Dodgers starter, Shohei Ohtani, giving the Dodgers a 1-0 lead. First pitch on the way. Hernandez swings, sends it in the air to right field and deep. Castellanos is back. He is in front of the wall to reach up, make the catch. Plenty deep for Muncy to tag and score. It's a sacrifice fly. And a 2-0 Dodger lead here in the second. The pitch is lined into right field. That's a base hit. Ohtani will come in to score. On his way to third base is Freeman. The throw is not in time. An RBI single for Kyle Tucker makes it 3-0. Eno to Smith. And he lines it sharply to the left side. Bogarts dives and makes the catch 2 away. Xander heading towards third base, going to earn a star. 2 down in the top of the 6th inning as Bogarts lunged to his right to make the play. 1 Betts runs, pitches outside. The throw from Fermin, the tag from Machado. He's out at third base. Freddie Fermin grabs another. Throws Betts out, trying to steal third. This one in the air, deep to left field. It's going to be worse than 3-0. Teoscar Hernandez, second deck in left. His 6th home run of the season, and it's 4-0. And Bogarts lines it into right center field. Pages trying to track it down. He will. And he makes the catch to end the ball game. Shohei, Ohtani, and Fred shut out the Padres here tonight by a final of 4-0. They win the rubber game, and the first 3 of the year between these two teams do not disappoint. Bunch more to come. See these guys again in 5 weeks, and we'll see how it goes.
We knew we were in for a test. It's always fun to battle against the best. We battled them as tough as we could and came out on the short end of the stick.
How's Jackson Merrill doing with his back?
Yeah, Jackson's doing all right. He's getting testing done. We'll know more tomorrow and the next day.
What is your understanding of what happened with Jackson?
It was when he was going up to rob the home run, the first pitch of the game. He just hit his back on the fence and just was feeling some discomfort in that area.
Kind of fun is the word I'd choose. But
Jesse said it did not disappoint. I'm disappointed. I feel disappointed.
I'll tell you what. I don't know how you could
the opposite of disappointed is happy.
Happy.
And I'm not happy.
Could there be a worse first pitch of the game? So their two-way star hits a home run. One of your star players almost robs
Breaks
it, but doesn't, and injures his back trying to do so.
I broke my back.
It's really hard. It's really hard to design a work.
It could be worse.
I mean,
It's final.
you could say, Ohtani could have hit it 500 feet. At least Jackson Merrill wouldn't have had
jumped.
a chance to go for it.
Yeah, of course he hits a wall scraper. It's all Dave Roberts' plan,
You
man.
couldn't have
I'm telling
designed
you.
a worse first pitch of the game.
God, Dave Roberts doing this to us.
Everyone could have gone home after that pitch.
Yeah, for real.
1-0 would have.
By the way, Jackson was so high. I'm like,
no doubt he can dunk a basketball
Bro.
easily. He was
through his
so
legs
far up
and
there.
I go, how did? And we have that baseball card, Paulie, of him robbing that home run. He's 15 feet in the air. I'm like, you might have missed your calling as a basketball player, dude. It was a remarkable effort. And as soon as he came down, about 4 pitches later, they panned to him, and he's going, and it looked worse than like, ooh, I had to stretch this thing out.
I don't know if anybody ever gets the chance to, go on the field like during Fan Fest or something. Walk out to the wall, and
It's
you're going to
so
think it
high.
doesn't look that high out there. You can definitely jump over it, but then try to think about jumping high enough that you land on your back on the top of the wall.
Correct. Get your back up onto the jump up and try to sit on it.
Exactly.
I would venture to say 97% of our audience might not be able to touch the top of it. You know what I mean? Like it was such a remarkable effort by Jackson Merrill last night. But yeah, I had to come out of the game, and it's tough, man. It's really, really tough. So, so if you give Toddy a break, what's your outfield look like? You got Laureano, Castellanos, and Bryce Johnson. Whew, mama. And I know this team has had some magical moments this year.
Laureano, Casti.
Sheets, Laureano, Casti, maybe. Yeah. And who's your DH? Andujar, I guess.
Yeah.
You brought it up. I mean,
France.
We talked about most of this game already. The play that bothered you the most, it was the top of the 5th inning, runners at first and second, and Freddie Freeman grounds into the fielder's choice. Throws it to Xander. He's got all the time in the world.
It's Freddie Freeman running. I mean, he literally...
And it wasn't like Xander hurried it. It almost took too much time. He overthought it and then couldn't make the transfer.
Yeah.
And then they took out Vasquez, and Wandy gave up the single to Kyle Tucker that made it 3-0.
Yep.
Not that was the
it wasn't
be-all, end-all to decide the game, but I know that frustrated you maybe the most of the game last night.
Yeah, I was really frustrated by that.
All right, let's come back. We'll tell you who's coming up on our SDCCU fan hotline. It's not Big Bank Banking. It is better. Set the menu for the rest of the program coming up next year on The Fan. so much to get to. We didn't even set the menu in our first hour of the program.
An hour's already gone by?
An hour is already done.
I find that if I bitch a lot, the time passes.
And we only have 2 hours left until the Epic Wings, Epic Padres Roundtable. So here's what we've got to get to. Coming up this hour after DDT at 7:20. In-season Sammy Levitt will join us at 7:35 on our SDCCU fan hotline. It's not Big Bank Banking, it's better. And then at 8 o'clock, usually we reset the show, but Mikey Varas, head coach of SDFC, ahead of his team's final game before the World Cup break and a rematch of the Western Conference Finals last year against Vancouver, is going to join us at 8 o'clock this morning. Then at 8:35, Eno Sarris has some smart baseball. We will also continue to give away the Journey tickets, and we've only got the next 2 hours to do so. Just like the last 3 days, you are listening for this sounder to call in. Paulie, if you would. Yep, when you hear Journey, call 833-288-0973. You can win a pair of tickets to the concert on September 14th at Pechanga Arena. Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. We'll also play a little Real or Fake on a Throwback Thursday. Don't know if we have time for any throwback clips. Paulie will let us know, but that's what we've got for the next 2 hours.
Okay, well, congratulations are in order. I mean, you can win. You can get this if you go to the game. You can get this cool little soccer ball. I'm not taking it home because my kids will kick it through the window. It's almost guaranteed. It guaranteed. They're getting big and strong, and
these are cool. Actually,
these are really cool. But so Paulie and I had to go
celebration.
We had to go track these down.
No. It's the World's Game.
World's Game. You can't
It's a
say
soccer
that.
ball with all the flags of the world, but FIFA is very strict about their rights and protecting their, whatever economic
I don't know much
success.
about FIFA, but I would just like to.
So this is not a
those.
World Cup mini soccer ball. It's the World's Game.
The World's Game
mini soccer ball that they're going to be giving away on
I
Saturday.
would call it the World's Match.
I don't know. That's a good point.
The World's Pitch. The pitch
The
of
World's Sport.
All right. Well, congratulations are in order because Paulie and I, we got a text from Adam and said, "Hey, don't forget to grab those soccer balls." And Paulie said, "Okay, where are they?" And he said, "They're in my office." Now, we've been here for how long? 6 years? 7 years?
Yeah, almost 7 years.
7 years next month.
Yeah.
He's been in, Adam, our boss, has been in a cube back in the back. He's just got a little cubed off area, and that's where he sits and works. And Paulie's like, "You're what?" And he goes, "Oh, my office." So I go, "Well, where's his office?" He goes, "Oh, it's right next
I think
to
it's on the other side over there.
It's right
Yeah.
next to the big boss's office." And I went, "Well, look who's climbing the corporate ladder. Look at our little guy, dude. Got his own office now."
Wow.
He's been here longer than we have. So congratulations, Adam. Now I do wonder how does that go down? Is it, "Hey, Adam, you've been here a long time. You're actually one of the senior guys here. Would you like, we have an office opening up. Would you like it?" Or is he like, "Hey, is anybody using that?" I don't know which one.
I'm trying to remember who had that office before him. I think I remember who it was, and I don't think they've left. So I don't know if there was some shuffling around or
Did
whatever.
someone get demoted to Adam's cube?
But I'm dying to know, did Adam have to ask for it or did they approach
I'm waiting
him?
on his text because he's listening.
Oh,
Please.
he's listening.
Please. What's your guess? He asked for it, right?
I think he asked for it.
You had to ask for it. And they're like,
So
I'd like to
who's
think the
using
best
that
of Adam,
office?
but yeah, I feel like he may have brought it up. Not that he doesn't deserve one.
No, he does.
I think he does deserve
I
an
think
office.
all management should be in an office.
Yes, I agree.
Unless
Boogie
you're a
wants to-
sales
Boogie wants to-
manager.
Does Ben have an office? No, we don't have an office here.
No,
None
I
of
don't
us
want
have an
one.
office.
If I have an office here, that means they want me to stick
That's the
around
thing.
past 10.
I would love to have an office here to just simply to have a place to put all our crap.
We have a lot of crap.
But
I do not want
you're
one.
right. That would mean they would probably expect us to be here a lot more.
Hey, it was 10, 12. You guys were gone. Yep.
But then again,
Why
I
do
don't
you
think
have an
Adam's going to
office?
start showing up on Mondays and Fridays now that he's got an office. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Is that part of it? All right, cool. I'm going to need you to come in on Mondays and Fridays now. And your 3-day work week is over. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, I want you to enjoy the longest weekend of all time. I want you to go ahead and take Friday off and Monday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. We'll see you on Tuesday after Thursday.
Now, normally when he wants to meet with us, because he didn't have an office, he would come find us like in our production studio.
Do we have to go to his
Do
now?
we now have to? Can you come see me in my office? Because that's a power
Go ahead and
move.
shut the door behind you guys.
Ooh, shut the door behind you.
He's still not responding.
How nervous are you at your workplace
Never.
when the boss says, "Can you shut the door behind you"?
Never.
Really?
Yeah.
Even I get nervous.
I don't get
on
nervous.
shut the door behind you.
No, I get more nervous when somebody sends me a text that goes, "So call me now. Can we
speak later?"
That's when my heart explodes.
What the hell's this
I
about?
need
I
to
think-
chat with you at.
I think
that's
the
why I
the worst thing you can hear at work is shut the door behind you.
No, I love it.
See, I always have
Really?
to text
Yeah.
people. I will preface like, "Hey, it's not a big deal," or "Hey, it's not super important, but can you give me a call when you have a chance?"
Yeah,
Not
I
like,
always appreciate.
call me right away because that's like panic.
I always appreciate the. It can wait. Not urgent.
Yeah.
But the call me ASAP. That one gets me.
Now,
I don't mind going to the boss's office. I've never been fired from a job. Knock on wood. Never once.
It's and I haven't either, but that's not really what it's just usually some sort of unpleasant bad news that you don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
If you're closing the door behind you.
I'd rather do it in person, honestly, than on the
Sure.
phone. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I'd
that's
much
fair.
rather.
Now, here's what I want to know about Adam. When you get an office, like when you get, let's call it promoted, like
Yeah.
from desk to office,
Yep.
cubicle to office, when do you decorate and set up and personalize your office?
Because
wall
you
hangings.
shouldn't be doing it at like 2:00 on a Wednesday. Like that's
What do you mean?
Well, that's business. That's work time.
I don't look at it that way.
I think any
If you're at
personalization,
work,
if
yeah.
you're at work, is okay on
Yeah.
company time. There's no one expects people to be working the entire time they're at work.
No.
That's insane.
That's
behavior.
insane behavior. Don't text a friend. Don't.
Yeah,
listen
I
to a
work the entire
podcast,
time
whatever.
I'm here. You guys work the entire time you're here.
Not really. I put my feet up during breaks. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not in here.
Take a mental break during our commercial.
He goes out and vacuums the
spots.
hall.
Yeah, go out vacuum the hole. Clean the toilets. No, I'm happy for him. I wish that he was listening. I don't know what he's got that's more important than this show right now in a contract year, but apparently something is. So is today one of his days off? No, today's tomorrow. He'll be off tomorrow.
Right. Today's Thursday.
Today's
He's
Thursday.
got the round table. He's always here for
He
the round
should be
table.
here getting everything set up.
Got the
Yeah.
food coming. Got Tony Gwynn Jr. is going to be here
We'll get everything
today.
set up at 8:45.
Yeah, as we usually do.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, what did he say? Did he ask?
He said he has to be
You
considered for the office.
Stupid idiots.
He wanted to
Hey.
put his hat into the office ring.
No, yeah, throw his hat in the ring.
Did he win a lottery for it, or
Hey,
was there an elimination process?
if nobody else wants it, I'll take it.
I wonder who he beat out.
Who did he beat
in the competition?
Who
for the
around
office?
here is seething right now because they didn't get it?
You know what?
Really?
I want to work for a place where you can challenge others for their office.
Like a
Like
duel.
I challenge you to a duel,
Yeah.
a sales duel,
Like
or
the
whatever.
old, like
and
that
you're-
old what was that show? American Gladiators. Right? And you do American Gladiator style. Like I won the office, fair and square. You can't say anything. There's nothing you can say. We dueled, I won, and you have to just be okay with
Can you
that.
imagine being like a bench player on a basketball team and be like, I'm challenging one of the starters one-on-one after practice.
their job.
If I win, I take your starting
Yeah,
spot.
solid, dude.
What was your favorite American Gladiators?
Ooh, I don't remember.
There was the one where they had the law, then trying to knock you off the.
I thought you were going to ask what my favorite woman
Oh
star
no,
was.
they were all just named things like Storm and
Storm,
Blaze, and
yeah.
I couldn't remember. But the individual competitions where you'd like try to knock them off the
jousting
balance
thing
thing,
was
the
cool,
joust
yeah.
one,
It was tough.
the final one, the final one where they had they'd shoot tennis balls
Yeah,
at you with
that
their
was
guns.
so
and
good,
you
dude.
had to like hide behind the. I never wanted to miss that. That was
So
always
good.
the most fun.
The show was elite, actually. Well, congratulations to Adam. Still not going to change my feelings about the San Diego Padres last night. We'll talk more about it, certainly with Sammy Levitt and on the roundtable today with Tony Gwynn Jr.
Yeah.
Now, with Tony, he's going to be like, you guys need to shut up. This is a long season. I'm going to go, yeah, you're right. I always leave there feeling stupid for being upset.
At some point, though,
I genuinely wonder if Tony has like even a little bit of concern.
I probably
Not
not.
concerned,
I don't
but-
think a big leaguer ever really gets rattled, man. I don't think you can make it to that level.
But
like
that can become a weakness if you continue to say that 50
everything's
games,
okay.
70 games, 90 games.
Right.
You can't say it forever. You at some point have to go, this
have a
is a
problem.
problem. We have a problem.
Yeah.
You can't just ignore it forever and ever.
It has always been such a cool thing to see. Like if you've ever talked to a big leaguer, just how even keel most of them are about the ups and downs of 162, because that's something that you have to learn.
All right, we were not at the game personally last night. Let's bring in someone who was at the game personally last night. John, come on and sit down with us. John Flint from our sister station, KSON, down the hallway.
Hey, boys. Hi, buddy.
That he was talking to us before the game. That was not the most fun experience for Padres fans.
I mean,
that's the game you picked to go to?
That was the so I had last night was a gift. A friend of mine gifted me. I had the best seats of my life last night's Padres game, and I'm thinking everything's going to fall into place. And the first pitch of the freaking game, game over.
First pitch, dude.
Game over. And I'm thinking to myself, I actually said it to my lady. I'm like, isn't it be hilarious if this is the only run they need to beat us?
Yeah.
And ha. Sure enough, I should have left then. I'd be a lot more awake today. Nando, could you maybe watch a pitch?
Yeah,
could you not see one? Could you just see one when Ohtani is looking like a human being for a change?
Yeah.
Anyway, still in second place.
Second place.
Don't know how. But
9 games over, right?
9 games over 500, sixth best record in all of baseball.
It doesn't happen very often.
Leading the wild card race still in the National League.
Yep. Sorry, Ben, but it doesn't happen very often. But Scraby said something that made sense yesterday on their show. He said, how do we win a game? And I mean, other than the comebacks,
grit. But it's so funny because they'll have such ungritty ABs sometimes early in the game, and then for whatever reason they lock in. They've been able to win some games late, and thank God for it, man. You got to stack these.
Okay,
as much as you
so
can.
let me just throw something out there for John, for Woods, for the tier ones. You always have to expand your view a little bit. If you only look at the last 2 days, it's going to look really bleak.
Sure.
If you look at this last week, the Padres are 4-2.
Yeah.
They've had some of their best offensive performances of the last month. It was a really good last 6 days for the San Diego Padres. Really good, actually, last 6 days for the San Diego Padres that ended with the worst 2 of the 6. But, it all depends on where your lens kind of stops.
You take 4-2 every week.
Every single week.
You
know what? That's a really good
sign
point.
up for 4-2 every single week.
Yeah.
Period. The end.
Now, in 6 days, we could be looking and saying, wow, that was a 1-5 last 6 days. That was a really bad, they're off to a really bad start for a new lens perspective.
Because that's what the trend is.
Wherever you set your in and out points really frames how you view your team. And you can look at it. Yeah, those are 2 terrible games against the Dodgers, and that sucked. Or you can say, that was a 4-2 week. They killed it against the Mariners, swept a road series, got one against the Dodgers, didn't get swept. That's actually a really good week for your San Diego Padres.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be
That's
wrong
not even
if you said it
turd
that
polishing.
way.
That's just math.
That's a really positive, good outlook, and it's something that I have not been thinking
what I'm here
lately.
for.
So thank you, Ben.
That's what
Is there
I'm here
anything valid about the worry that eventually this run, that this success that we're showing is going to stop because of the fact that we're doing nothing?
Johnny,
Absolutely.
Okay, here's
all
the
right,
number.
okay.
23rd in runs, last in
I know,
hits,
right.
18th in homers, 22nd in RBI.
That's got to catch up with you, right? It's got to catch up with you.
15th in Ks, dead last in batting average, OBP, and OPS. Dead last in baseball.
And if I
the
can
worst team in baseball.
if I could be Ben, that can't last forever.
That's
He's
the
got
other thing.
Manny Machado's a Hall of Famer for a reason.
Nowhere to
right?
go but up.
There you go.
Right?
All right. And how about that tie, France?
How about that?
How about that KSON NASCAR Country Fest?
Let's go.
All right. Yeah, we knew there was an ulterior motive for you stopping by, but that's okay.
No, that's not true. You guys know my times I loiter around your studio. So we've got a can we talk about this now? You
Yes,
guys got some
absolutely.
time?
Yep.
Thank you for letting me come in here. By the way, I'm John. I work over at KSON down the hall. Tim and I have been doing a morning show here in town for about 15 years, and we're stoked. We got a KSON NASCAR car at the big event next month, and we got a huge concert the Saturday night that Woods is actually stoked about. I can't believe it. You don't even know where I worked in this building before I came on the air today. But
can I say this and not sound like a jerk? It's the first Country Fest I'm really excited for, and I've been with you since the beginning.
You have
pretty much.
You
right?
have.
Yeah, it's not Woods being a company shill. He said Stephen Wilson Jr.
He's
Oh my
playing?
God!
I'm in.
I'm
The only
I'm
reason
in totally.
this is the only country show Wood gives a crap about. Because usually it's only because of the scenery. With all due respect, we have the best looking audience in the history of the world.
Yeah.
That said, yes, I'm very excited about this as well. Stephen Wilson Jr. he's a master talent, and we've got him. This was a coup. We got him before he became massive, and he's massive now. He's got a beautiful social following, and his story is amazing. The guy was a microbiologist,
also a boxer,
but Golden Gloves by. Well, you tell it, baby. This is you kind of introduced me to to him.
I
So
stumbled upon him about a year and a half ago.
yeah.
Don't know how I did, but I did because I'm constantly looking for new music. And I heard this voice and I went, well, I've never heard anything like that before. And started listening to him. And the first song I heard from him made me weep. I'd like not sniffle. It made me weep. It's called Father Son.
Oh.
And I was done. I was literally laid out.
And you haven't even lost your father yet.
And I haven't lost my father.
God forbid.
But I have a son. I have 2 sons.
Dude.
And when I heard this song, I was sobbing. It was so good.
So he didn't write hunt, fish, golf.
No, he did not write
Thank
hunt,
you, Jesus.
fish,
No.
shrimp. Yeah.
There's a song that's off an album called Son of Dad.
Son of Dad.
And it's a brilliant piece of work. And the song right after that, I don't know the name of it, but the lyric is grief is just love with no place else to go.
They call him
And
Death Cab for Country, dude. It's like he's unbelievable.
He did a cover of the
By
classic Stand By Me that
Unreal.
is blown away.
And you said marine biologist?
Won't you stand by me? Stand by me. Won't you stand by me?
I turned one Jake Peavy on to him at Fantasy Camp. Not this past one, the year before.
Is that right?
Yes. So I've been on this
That's
guy
not bad.
for over a year. Peavy was like, dude,
Well,
I think they're buddies now.
He did
Go
that.
figure.
Of course, he did that version of "Stand by Me" at the CMAs, and everybody, and you could have heard a pin drop because
Lost their mind.
it wasn't the chain wallet. No disrespect to what I do for a living, but come on, it wasn't this hunt, fish, smoke every day.
Yeah.
It was that, and it was like, oh my God, this is such substance and such style, and I can't wait to see this live.
I can't either, man.
You can too. Okay, so here is the deal. The show is June 21st. It is at Gallagher Square, and if you go to KSON.com right now, not only will you see Stephen Wilson Jr. and Carter Faith, who's going to be huge, and Tim Duggar, who is the singing voice of NASCAR. Lakeland Lemmings is going to be there. George Burge is going to be there. He sings the NASCAR theme song every week.
Is it on the 20th or the 21st?
Oh, sorry, the 20th. Thank you.
You scared me to death.
One
because
job,
that's a
John.
Saturday night before the race.
One
Yeah.
job, John.
Yep.
There you go.
The 20th.
This is why I suck, and this is why you guys are great. So go to KSON.com right now. If you click on our KSON NASCAR Country Fest, this I do know, this is accurate. You have a buy one, get one special right now. This is a 2-pack special. And just type in the word Gary, Gary. Shouldn't have to spell it, but Gary is the code word. You type that in, you get a BOGO special on this show. And trust me, you're going to want to go.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't have to tell you how cool a show is at Gallagher Square. If you haven't seen one there, it's awesome because that stage has been rebuilt for exactly what we're going to be doing, these kinds of shows. And, you got Petco, you got the skyline behind you, and you got incredible music, not to mention a really exciting weekend in San Diego.
If you've got a dad who's a country fan, Father's Day present. It's Father's Day that Sunday.
Oh,
so,
that's right.
yeah.
The next day.
Yeah.
And there's nobody that you're going to want to celebrate your father with more than this artist. I promise you that. Woodsy will tell you, man.
I'm telling you, if you see me there, you expect to see me break down and cry. It is unbelievable.
And I'm being serious because I love you, and we've been through a lot together, you and I. When that horrible day happens, when you lose your hero, I'm going to be there for you.
Yeah.
Because I know that you're going to play that song, and
over.
It's an entirely different song.
I bet.
When you go through that profound
I
loss.
bet.
It's why it was written.
Yeah, I played it for my kids, and they're just like,
And by the way, that's not a downer. It's a beautiful thing. It's a
gorgeous.
really beautiful thing to get in touch with what's going on inside. So anyway, Stephen Wilson Jr. is a man, and
Can't believe it, man.
Check him out. It's PH, not VE, by the way.
Yep.
Stephen Wilson Jr. This is a guy he's a brilliant man, a microbiologist who traded in his lab coat for a guitar, and thank God he did, because he's got a wonderful message, and he's not unlike. If you're a guy that hates country, and I get it, fine. This is
a little different, man.
This is totally different.
Yeah.
You're really going to love it. There's a reason why he's got the massive social following that he does.
He's really good.
Johnny, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thanks,
a little
guys.
synergy this morning
And Ben,
in the Odyssey family.
Thank you, because it has been a good week for the Padres, and all I've been doing is sad sack Steve over here. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right.
That's actually me.
KSON.com. KSON.com.
All right, we're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, don't do this. Joey Chestnut in some trouble ahead of the 4th of July. We'll let you know why he's heading on probation coming up next here on 97.3 The Fan.
Paulie, before I tell everybody about my beloved Sedona Ford, will you go pull his fake laugh that he just knocked out on the air live on the radio? It was the greatest thing. No, it was better. It was the Sedano Ford in La Mesa, the Memorial Day savings happening all month long. Manny Sedano runs a local veteran-owned dealership built on the kind of grit and integrity you only get from someone who has served. And again, a lot of car dealerships do sales, right? But this is a month-long tribute to our community and those who have sacrificed for it. Manny always gives back. He's proving it by opening up Ford employee pricing to everyone from now until the end of the month. Pay exactly what the employees pay. It's honest, transparent, and patriotic. There's no games. They just want to get you in the car or truck of your dreams. My mother-in-law's bought two. Our friend Allie just bought a beautiful Bronco there. It's incredible. Great customer service, high marks across the board. 2026 Ford F-150. You could lease it now, just $478 a month with only $1,000 down, or get into the versatile Ford Maverick XL for an unbelievable $369 a month. Don't wait for the crowds. Get down to La Mesa today. Support that veteran-owned business that stands for something. Drive home in a Ford you'll be proud of. Do me a favor. Let them know Woodsy sent you. More details can be found at sedanoford.com.
Hey player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
get right to it. DDT, a couple stories that make you shake your head in the world of sports. Woodsy's going to lead us off today.
Well, I saw this headline yesterday. Eagles linebacker Nolan Smith Jr. was arrested Friday, accused of speeding and reckless driving in Twiggs County, Georgia.
County, Georgia.
He's a good player, man. Really, really good player. Was a first-round draft pick by the Eagles in 2023. And then I realized, he was in Georgia. Oh, he went to the University of Georgia, where people don't know this. You can major in reckless driving under Kirby Smart. And I think this is a kid, because I think if my numbers could be off, I think that's the 49th player arrested for speeding and reckless driving from the University of Georgia.
So he was on a highway, 70 mile an hour.
Let's go 135. Anytime you almost double the speed limit, police don't like that. They don't like that at all.
I mean, everybody speeds. Even Ben, who doesn't speed, occasionally finds himself going a little over the limit.
To 73.
Right. Where is the line?
20.
20 miles an hour over the speed limit?
20 over is like where you're like, I'm pushing it.
Understanding that you can get a ticket for going
87, 90,
80 or
you
90.
can get a ticket for going less than that.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
But where do we personally feel is like the inappropriate line?
18 to
After
20.
like 85, you're like, all right, I'm moving right now.
So if I'm in a 60 and I'm going 78, I'm like, I'm pushing it a little bit. But if I'm going 77, I'm like, no, it's not a big deal.
Right.
135 miles an hour in a 70. Oof. So again,
to me, if you need to get past someone, if they're going too slow, if I get up to 80 in that situation, that's okay. If I'm consistently going over 80, I feel that's too fast.
What's the fastest you've ever driven?
Oh, in the desert, I've gotten up close to 95. Maybe.
Never 100? Never hit the triple digits?
I'm afraid of triple digits.
Really?
That feels like a line you don't want to cross.
You feel alive.
Yeah.
It's
Paulie and I have routinely driven 100 out to Phoenix, I think.
Like 5 years ago, my wife and we rented a Maserati for the day. I won't incriminate myself.
Yeah.
But those are powerful machines.
Where?
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But it was definitely triple digits.
Yeah. Did you find somewhere less populated and busy?
No,
at
he
least?
drove right through
downtown
Fifth Avenue. Or 5th and Market.
It's like
120, 130?
Yeah. More.
Ooh.
140?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel that fast. When they're designed to go that fast,
It was
they
like-
don't feel that
it doesn't feel that
fast.
fast.
I went from 60, 65 to like 135 in like the blink of an eye. It
Crazy powerful.
it was unbelievable.
My friend had a 76 Corvette Stingray, candy apple red. And he goes, yeah, you want to take it you want to take it around the block? And I go, yeah. I
More
was
than
a
anything?
senior in high school. I got in it. I hit the gas. I swear to God, the front end lifted up, dude. It was. I go, that's it. I went maybe 100 feet, and I was like, here, dude, I don't want this. I go, this. I'd be wrapped around a telephone pole in 15 minutes. I couldn't control it. I swear to God, the front end lifted off the ground when I punched it. He goes, punch it. I go, yeah, all right.
It was scary.
I go, it's too much power.
Paul says 155 on the 56 at 5 a.m. It's dark. You can't go that fast. If it's dark, that's bad. That's bad news.
That is unreal.
Woo. All right. What's more American than the 4th of July, hot dogs, and Joey Chestnut?
Yeah, he's got a part of the zeitgeist now.
17-time Nathan's hot dog eating champion Joey Chestnut pleaded guilty to misdemeanor battery, just coming out now. Happened in April. Sentenced to 180 days of probation. Apparently, Joey Chestnut slapped a guy in a bar in Indiana after the two exchanged a handshake. Chestnut told police, "I'm pretty drunk. I don't remember what happened." He said it looked like maybe he said something and I just came back with the slap. But he was charged and he was convicted. Now the Nathan's Famous people says, as out of our purview, he's still eligible to compete on the 4th of July, go for his 18th title. But Joey Chestnut's now got to walk the straight and narrow.
So they swept it under the rug,
Yeah.
essentially.
Well-
Nathan's did, because they need their superstar there. Boy, that sounds familiar.
Joey probably shouldn't have entered the bourbon drinking contest that night that he won.
Some,
of course.
some have said Joey Chestnut is the Shohei Ohtani of
or
competitive eating.
Or Edwin Diaz, just one after the other.
Finally,
Cockfighting, okay. Having a few too many and slapping a guy in a bar is I guess, also okay if they're going to let him compete.
Would you call the police if you got slapped in a bar?
No,
I don't think you would.
No.
Think maybe someone thought there was a payday in it for them. Joey Chestnut. Yeah.
Now, if it was,
how much money does Joey?
If Jelly Roll slapped me in a bar, I would. Yeah, I'd be like, I can't. But look at my chin, my jaw. Yeah, 100%. Speaking of Jelly Roll, let's do this.
Really?
DD mega doo-doo.
That's a surprise.
Something I never thought I would hear.
Yeah, listen, I'm here to serve the audience. I know we have some Jelly Roll fans in the audience, so I just wanted to let everybody know that the NHL and Amazon Music team up to debut a new theme song, Rise Up, for the 2026 Stanley Cup playoffs by Grammy-nominated superstar Jelly Roll.
When I think hockey,
I think Jelly Roll.
Think Jelly Roll.
Every time. Let's get a little taste of Rise Up.
Shake the floor, you can't stop it, you already know. One shot, one chance. One shot, one chance. One shot, one time. Oh, I'm the one in the arena, you remember the name.
See the hair standing up.
I'm not sure the do this comes in here.
Look, because I wanted to make fun of it. I just wanted to play it for everyone. So if you're a hockey fan, you're now not a hocky fan
Is
anymore,
that what
right?
a bunch of Canadians up in Winnipeg want to hear? Really?
Like if you love hockey, you're like, never mind. That's it for me. You guys have done it. That's it. I'm not watching the playoffs anymore. That is terrible.
Perhaps inspired by Jelly Roll, the Golden Knights took a 1-0 series lead in the Western Conference Finals with a 4-2 win over the Avalanche.
Really.
And that is don't really don't do this.
But do this because
for
it's funny.
Thursday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
When we come back, Sammy
That's
Levitt
one
in
you can get behind.
season. Sammy is going to join us. We'll get back to our Padres discussion and see what his reasonable take is on Fernando Tatis Jr. and more. All coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
He just, here, I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Nothing. Now,
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's going to hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
That is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Congratulations to Cody. He heard the sounder, won the Journey tickets. Calling in at 833-288-0973. We will have one more pair to give away tomorrow on a Friar Friday. It is a management report Friday.
Dun, 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 dun.
Skipper Craig Stammen will join us. And, you know, after we just had our discussion with John Flint about, you know, the perspective. You know, if you look at the last two games, looks horrible. You look at the last week, looks pretty good. I want to ask Craig Stammen, how does he evaluate his team?
Probably like you do.
Well, but you can't do that either. You can't simply always cherry pick the best sample size and go, we're fine. Because that's putting your head in the sand and just going, no, I mean, we've won 4 out of the last 6. We're a good team. Let's not worry about anything. Sometimes you do have to worry about things.
I'm sure he's worried.
Well, but how does he know when is the time to, you know, and when is not the time?
Well, I think, you know, worry is such a, like somebody texted me last night, Woodsy, scale of 1 to 10, how worried are you? I go, I don't worry about baseball. I worry about cancer and school shootings. That's what I worry about.
But it's his job
to it's
worry
his
and
job
be on top of it.
To be on top of it. But he's not a guy that worries.
No, and that's wise a lot of the time in a baseball
100%.
season. If you worried every time your team had a bad game, you know, at the plate, a bad night, you would never survive as manager.
You go back to process, right? It's
so
always process.
When do
How's
you
your
go
process?
like, okay? I mean, obviously, like last week, Steven Sousa Jr. went in and went, guys, hey, we lost the plot a little bit here. Let's get back to what we were doing. Clearly, something told them, all right, this is the time that we need to do something about it. But you can't do something about it every single day in baseball.
You can't.
So I'm curious about what his kind of process is for evaluating his team. We'll talk to Craig Stammen tomorrow. Ben Woods brought to you by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Let's just bring on Sammy Levitt right now before traffic. I don't want to keep Sammy too long. It's his off day. Doesn't get that many of them during the season. So we will say hello to Sammy on our SDCCU fan hotline. Hello, Sam.
Hi guys, good morning.
Hi, Samuel.
News of the day for me. Forget the baseball. Adam Klug now has an office.
Yes.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
What?
Did you put
How
your
about
hat in the ring
that?
for the office? No.
You know what? I'm very comfortable in the sound space. That's my area. When I come in, I work out of there. I put the game on the projector screen in there, so I kind of got a big office in the sound space. But good for Adam Klug. That's well deserved. Although I am gonna miss if he's gonna start calling people into his office now. I am gonna miss the frantic running into the studio mid-commercial break or just in general to give us very important.
We won't.
I'm not missing that even a little.
I'm not missing that, Sam. He does.
I'll miss that. I'll miss that.
He has
Go back to your office.
He has requested that everyone call him Mr. Klug now, just so you know. Mr. Klug. The days of Adam are gone. How was your experience the last 3 nights, Sammy? Anybody give you a hard time up there in the loft?
No. Relatively quiet, normal up in the loft, and from a pre and post game perspective, which I suppose is a good thing. Look, interesting series, obviously. Great win on Monday night, albeit a 1-0 win, but look, an entertaining series. Jesse's call earlier when you guys played the wrap up. I thought it was a series from an entertainment standpoint that lived up to the billing. They were tight, tense games with big moments and big decisions for the managers. And, it did feel like a playoff type of game, I thought, really for all three, and felt that way in the ballpark. So I guess from that perspective, it was entertaining, and Monday night was fun because of how they won it. But obviously a frustrating couple of losses to wrap up the series. And look, I differentiated the losses last night. I thought Tuesday night, was just, kind of fluky, right? You had Mason Miller committing his first career error
ever
in the major leagues. And that happens. Okay, that happens in a tight, close game. Sometimes you make an error, sometimes you make a mistake, and you lose by a run. Obviously, I thought yesterday was the more frustrating one because of the missed opportunities. It felt like they had Ohtani on the ropes. It felt like there were moments where they were just a swing or two away from tying that game, taking a lead. And it felt like that game, despite Ohtani on the mound and hitting the early home run and falling behind 3-0, it felt like that game was for the taking, and they couldn't take advantage. And I'll bring up something I said on Monday night, which was, I feel like we've all tried to strike this balance between, appreciating what they've been as a team, which is gritty and gutsy and just finding ways to win. And there's a lot of truth in that. And also balance that with the part of things that isn't going right. And I kind of made the pledge on Monday night. As long as they keep winning baseball games, I'm going to really try to focus on what they are and not what they aren't. But I then thought the next couple of days were a good reminder of, well, when you're not winning and you've got some of the issues they're having offensively and from their star players, it very, very quickly gets magnified. So again, I think it brings us back to the conversation of, has the type of baseball they played, the type of winning baseball they played, is that sustainable over the long haul? So I know a long answer there, but kind of a wrap of the thoughts on the series.
Yeah, the last 2 games were actually quite similar to many, many games the Padres have played this season. The only difference is there was no late rallies in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. And that's what you worried about when they were winning those games. Yeah, great. All right, we scored in the 7th and the 9th, and we pulled this one out. What happens when you stop doing that? Well, that's what it looks like the last 2 days, is you get shut out, you give up a run in the 9th on a fluky fashion, and you still lose that game because you don't score late. This is what we've been worried about. Now, maybe we're worried for nothing, and it's just a 2-day sample size against a really good Dodgers team. But this is, Sammy, what we were kind of worried about.
Yeah, and again, I just think the issues get magnified when you play those close games and you have moments for your big hitters and they don't produce. And I think, look, there's a lot of reasons why the 5th inning double play yesterday felt so big and magnified for Fernando. I think you guys would agree it goes beyond just that situation in the 5th inning because of what's going on with him right now. But Ben, you make the point. They've been playing a dangerous brand of baseball. Not they've won and they deserve. And I said it Monday night. I really tried to hammer it home of, hey, they deserve so much credit for how they continue to do this. And I'm really going to try to focus on what they are and what they've been rather than, constantly trying to teeter and straddle the line of what they're missing still despite winning. But it's a dangerous way to win baseball games. And, I think baseball would tell us over the course of 162, that kind of baseball is going to even out a little bit. And again, I just think because the star hitters have not began to produce yet, it just magnifies when you're not winning those games, and it's a dangerous way to live, obviously, when you're relying on late comebacks more times than not.
Yeah, talking to Sammy Levitt here on Ben and Woods this morning. I mean, you talk about living dangerously. I thought Randy Vasquez, credit, I guess, is due.
Yeah.
It should have been 9-0. I mean, the outs that they got in the
that looked like Randy of last year,
yeah,
Strandy.
Yes, in the pitch, the location, whatever it was, they were on him, man. They were on him, and they were loud outs. And I'm like, my heart was racing, going, we should be down 6, 7, 8-0 in the fourth inning right now, as hard as they're hitting the ball.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, he was getting hit really hard, and not only did it feel like the Dodgers should have had more, but it felt like they left a lot of opportunities out there as well. So I'm totally with you, Woodsy. I think there's a version of that game based on the contact they had against Randy where it gets out of hand pretty quickly. But again, why yesterday in particular was so. Well, yeah, you give Randy credit, and Paul makes the point. It was more, Strandy V of years past than the Randy we've seen this season, which has been a much more dominant version of Randy Vasquez.
0 strikeouts,
but look,
right?
To his credit,
yeah.
And look, Randy always seems to keep you in the game. I mean, that's something you've been able to say about Randy going back to when he first, joined the Padres. Is he just sort of keeps you around and in the game, and he's always deserved credit for that. But yes, there is a version of that game based on the contact where it could have gone very differently and got out of hand, but it didn't. And look, the bullpen. I mean, Yuki Matsui's got a 0 ERA in 10 innings, and continues to keep you in some of these games. And look, the bullpen yesterday between Wandy and Yuki and Marinaccio. I mean, they kept them right in the game, and obviously they had the opportunities to take a lead with a couple of swings, but couldn't get it done.
Sammy, we'll let you enjoy the rest of your day off, and we'll talk to you again next Thursday. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Sammy.
Sam Levitt on our SDCCU fan hotline, not Big Bank Banking. It's better. We're going to check traffic. We got about 3 minutes left. We'll do a quick MLB reach around before the top of the hour.
Quick one.
Next year. Well, we got a short show, so we got to do a quickie here.
Jam it in.
On 97.3 Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com.
San Marcos, it's a crash involving a motorcycle westbound on the 78 at Nordahl Road. It's being moved out of lanes. Joey Blasney, Odyssey San Diego traffic.
This report is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Got miles ahead? Make sure your car's ready. Swing by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They'll check tires, lights, and essential fluids with any oil change. Stay in your car, done fast. Coupons at SoCalOilChange.com. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15-minute drive-through oil change.
They're doing the
reach around.
They're doing the
reach around.
Everybody's doing the
reach around. I don't know if everybody's doing it, but we are right now on Ben and Woods, looking at the rest of Major League Baseball last night. Full slate of games starting in the NL West, where the Giants continue to scuffle and the Diamondbacks continue to surge. Ketel Marte hit another home run. Scourge. They're the scourge of the Giants right now.
Giants, yeah.
6-3, Arizona completes the sweep. So Marte hits the walk-off on Tuesday and then starts his game, I think, with a double and then a home run in his first two at-bats as the D-backs pull away and win.
Is it a normal reaction to say, well, at least we're not the Giants?
A little bit.
Because I have some of that going on in my mind right now. Well, could be worse.
Also well ahead of the
Giants.
Diamondbacks, even though the Diamondbacks are playing a little bit better right now. The Rangers got a Josh Young go-ahead 2-run single in the ninth inning to beat the Rockies 5-4, take their series in Colorado. 5 Pirates pitchers combined on a 5-hit shutout and a 7-0 win over the St. Louis Cardinals. Brewers, now Padres played them about a week ago. Brewers are hot. They beat the Cubs again, 5-0. Kyle Harrison, he was good against the Padres, really good against the Cubs. 7 shutout innings, 11 strikeouts in that 5-0 win. The Nationals hit, and we're going to see the Nationals here not too far from now on the road. They hit a lot. C.J. Abrams hit a 3-run home run.
Know him.
His 10th. They beat the Mets 8-4 yesterday.
Next weekend, a week from tomorrow,
That's
Nationals.
right. Nationals coming up on the road schedule. Braves trounced the Marlins 9-1. Austin Riley hit a 3-run homer, his 8th of the season. Sal Stewart hit his 12th. That one came late. Cincinnati takes a series from Philadelphia. Finally cooled off the Don Mattingly-led Phillies 9-4 the final. Jarren Duran has hit a couple this week. Go-ahead 2-run home run in the 7th inning for the Red Sox. They complete a sweep of the Royals with a 4-3 win. Blue Jays got 6 innings from Trey Yesavage and 8 strikeouts to slip by the Yankees 2-1. The Cleveland Guardians will go for the road mop today in Detroit. Two teams going in completely opposite directions. They won 3-2 in 10 innings
5th
yesterday.
in a row for them.
Yeah, they're hot, and the Tigers are ice cold. I think 13 of 15 now lost for the Tigers. The Mariners got a couple of big home runs in the 7th inning from Pareda and Arozarena. They beat the White Sox 5-4. Joe Ryan had that injury scare a couple of weeks ago, but he's back pitching well. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts, leads the Twins past the Astros 4-1, and the Rays just keep on winning. They swept the Orioles with a 5-3 win.
4-game lead in the East right now
over the Yankees.
Oh,
who
the
are
Yankees,
good.
yes.
Padres and Yankees, I think, have the same record, or
30-20 for the Yanks. And
it's always weird to say that.
29-20.
Like, Yankees are good, Cubs are good. Padres have pretty much same record of both of those teams right now.
Yep.
Padres don't feel like they're good.
No.
It's crazy. All right, we will come back. We got real or fake. We got Eno Sarris and an epic roundtable all coming up. But first, Mikey Varas next on The Fan.
All right, halfway home on a Thursday, Ben and Woods, 97.3, The Fan. I'm Woodsy, that's Paul Reindl, executive producer.
Of the way home.
Yeah, 2/3 of the way home, to be honest. Ben Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor. Let's not dilly-dally anymore.
No, we've spent a lot of the morning discussing the Padres and, how do we frame their season? Are they struggling? Lost the last 2? Are they playing well? They've won 4 of their last 6. Kind of say the same about SDFC,
sure,
where you can honestly say they are.
I've seen some good stuff.
Unbeaten in May, unbeaten in their last 4. They've gotten points in every match recently, but I think it's also fair to say they've left a few on the table with some late goals, and we're going to talk about it right now. Joining us on our SDCCU fan hotline is the head coach at SDFC, Mikey Varas. Mikey, always good to have you back on the program.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
How do you frame it? How your team's been playing. Clearly better than April, which was a rough month with the red cards and the travel and everything you went through. You've turned it around, but at the same time, I know you probably wanted more out of a couple of these matches that you've played lately.
I would say is like you can always have a dual mindset in life where you're upset that you're not taking home the maximum amount of points that are on the table for you in a lot of these games, because we have been dropping points late, and we have to recognize that and be better at it. But also we've outplayed the opponents in large portions of matches, and we're earning points. So you can take the approach of being, of course, disappointed and motivated to improve, but at the same time optimistic and confident that we're on the right track.
Mikey, what is your philosophy as a head coach if one of your star players is struggling, like just struggling as badly as they have? These are all human beings. We know that. They go through things that we're not privy to.
This is a secret Fernando Tatis Jr. question, by the way, not really about any of your players.
It is, but again, I mean, Mikey's a great head coach. And what is the secret? Is it, no, these guys are going to play their way through it.
Yeah, I think one, it's first making sure that we have enough of a connection that I can understand what's happening outside of the football context, because as you said, they're human beings first. They have families, they have kids, they have extended families back where they come from. And there's so many things that influence a player's performance. And it's not just them getting up every day and trying their hardest, because there's no professional athlete who's thinking about not winning. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that's the first step. The second step is try to analyze what's happening within our team and within the games. Where am I setting up the player for success in terms of, are we getting that player in the right positions, in the right situations? And then the last one is to connect with them and find and challenge them also. And on the things that, after both of those first steps, if there's still something that's more inside the player's control, is just challenge them. These are people who always rise to the occasion. That's why they are where they're at.
Yeah.
And finding the right way to challenge them, for them to want to have a point to prove, I think, in the right kind of safe way.
The other question I had for you was about composure, right? Now you're a head coach. I'm just a little league coach, but I lose my composure sometimes, right? You do. And a bad call or weird call or kid overreacts or underreacts, whatever. What happened to you guys the other night had to be hard for you. Scale of 1 to 10, how would you rank your composure after that very last second goal?
I think it was, with all things considered, it was very good. Because that
was a tough one. Like you don't see that.
I thought the game was over. I was watching it with my son, and Marcus scored, and I pretty much stopped watching, and I thought, oh, the game's over. The time's up. It's over. Up. Did your team feel the same way? I mean, it's totally understandable, but it was like, that was wild.
It was wild.
No, what happens is, of course, we have a lot of young players on the field at that point, including a 17-year-old who at that moment has it's his third time on the pitch for us, and he has a game-winning assist, right? And that's not on him. But we have a young roster. You go from that highest of high moments. You think that the game is done. I personally have lived too many of these experiences to think that. So if you see me on the sideline, I'm barking at the fourth to call the game. That's all I'm yelling right now.
Oh yeah.
And I'm saying this game is over. The game is over. And what happens is we just get a little discoordinated on that kickoff, and everything falls in a way where it's kind of been happening a little bit this season, where if we leave any doubt, it's not going to bounce our way. So we just have to be sharper. We'll recognize it, and we'll learn from it, and the group will be much more prepared.
Tier 1, stay tuned. While we're talking with Mikey, we're actually going to give away 4 tickets to Saturday's game. Big one. We'll talk about it coming up against Vancouver in just a second, Coach. But first I wanted to ask you about CJ Dos Santos. I couldn't tell you where Cape Verde is on a map, but he was just named to the World Cup team for that country. And, I mean, what incredible honor that is for any soccer player to get to represent their nation at the World Cup. Just kind of tell me about that and how that came about for CJ.
Yeah, we're really proud of him and really happy for him because, like you said, it's a huge honor to represent your country in anything. The World Cup is one of the bigger stages that there is. So, CJ was part of the U.S. Youth national teams, but he has Portuguese and Cape Verde blood also, right? And he came to me a couple months ago saying that they were reaching out, and I told them, listen, if you feel that country in your body, in your heart, in your soul, wow, what an opportunity that is. And that's not a train that comes back around all the time. And I think he went into a camp with them. He just loved the environment, the experience, and now he gets to represent a country in a World Cup, which is, like you said, it's a massive honor.
Now, Mikey Varas, head coach of SDFC, joins us here this morning, and you have a break coming up. The team has a break. What I don't picture you sitting by the pool, eating, just eating chips and dip, just kind of waiting for everybody to get back to work. What do you do? What will you do during the break?
Yeah, I'll, what I'll do is the first few days, I'm going to spend a lot of time focusing on the summer preseason because, my whole thought process will be, how do I shoot the team out of a cannon the second half of the season so we finish as strong as possible. Then I will take some days because I need to make sure that my wife is still happily married to me and that it's not just all about me. And then I'll take the final few days to kind of get into the details of what those first days look like I said, because you live this experience one time, so it is important to rest. But the most important thing is to not take a single moment for granted and make sure that at the end of this journey, whether that lasts a short time for me as a head coach or a long time for me as a head coach, I know that I did everything possible to make the club, the fans, and the players proud.
Are you saying she wasn't satisfied with the 9-day off season between the first year and the second year that you guys had?
How about this? I won't say that because she's an absolute champion, and you just don't get to be me without somebody as spectacular as her from a partnership perspective. But I feel that I also owe it to her and our little family unit to make sure that I hold up my end of the bargain.
Good answer.
Mikey, I spend a lot of time with my wife. I'm still not sure if she's happily married or not, and I'm there all the time. Same with my kids. I have no idea. So, you just never know about these things.
Let's give away some tickets here before Mikey goes. We've got 4 tickets. Let's be the 5th caller right now, 833-288-0973. Not only going to the game, but going to give away, we've got him here, the World's Game mini footballs. Soccer balls here in this country, but the kids are going to absolutely love these with the different flags of all the nations around them. Take those home for the game against Vancouver. And, of course, this is a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals. Really good team. They're playing very well. Kind of an exciting last test to go into the break, though. Tell me about the matchup and what you're expecting on Saturday night.
Yeah, just a top team, really well coached, really strong roster, and obviously flying right now. And it's not just the eye test. If you look at all the data, it supports that they're an outlier in MLS right now in terms of just being a really strong team. And these are the games that we want to test ourselves in. And right now the mentality is about finishing strong so that we can reset, reload, and get shot out of the can in the second half. So it's about taking this game as almost like a little bit of a final, right? And a huge barometer test for us of where we're at and where we need to get.
Well, Mikey, we certainly appreciate the time. Good luck to the team on Saturday, and we'll be excited waiting a couple of months before you come back after the World Cup break, but hopefully go in with some points. 3 would be nice. 1 would be okay, but 3 would be great. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
There is Mikey Varas, head coach of SDFC. And I see people are calling in. Paulie, why don't you put one on the line that we've got, and we can pick a winner here.
Let's try.
All right, caller, who's this? You're on the air with Ben and Woods
You
on
are
97.3 The Fan. You're
Hello?
calling in for the SDFC tickets? Oh,
Yes, I am.
There you are.
we
Who's
go.
this?
Okay.
This is Miguel.
Miguel, congratulations.
Congrats,
you
buddy.
are the winning caller, and Paulie's going to hook you up. Mikey Varas is going to hook you up with 4 tickets to go see the game on Saturday night. Get your own World's Game mini footballs for the
Hang
whole
on the
family.
line for me, Miguel. I'll get your information here in a couple of minutes. Thank you.
All right. There we go. Miguel is
Control your excitement next
very
time.
excited.
No, I put him on hold. Hang on.
That's right.
Miguel,
Miguel, you're legitimately excited.
Is he
right, Miguel?
excited?
Yeah, I'm at work. I'm sorry.
He's got to be muted.
That's right.
How many of these flags can you name, by the way? Because I'm testing myself over here, and it's not good. It is not good at all.
Well, they're all different shapes. Norway.
I knew Norway too.
Yeah, I think that's Denmark.
USA, Mexico.
Definitely Mexico. I have no idea.
Sweden? Denmark?
I'm just throwing out country names, but I'm
United
trying.
States. I got that one for sure.
I'm trying to look at the
I
flag.
think that
and
one's
go,
Germany.
Oh, great.
Germany. This is
What is that? Switzerland.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Switzerland Cross. That's an easy one. I
And
think
then
that-
this is Norway.
I feel like this is one from Africa.
Oh man, these are
there.
tough.
I'm not. These are tough.
I'm
Well, it's a
bad.
good
I'm
little
bad at
geography
this.
test
Yeah, it
as
is.
well. All right. Well, everyone else, you can hang up other than Miguel because we're going to go to a break. But when we come back, we're going to need people to call in for take on or real or fake on a Throwback Thursday. So Paulie's going to get our winner's information. And then in a couple of minutes, if you want to call in at 833-288-0973, we'll play our game. And then Eno Sarris is going to join us for some smart baseball coming up at the bottom of the hour. So busy show continuing with Ben and Woods. Be right back with more on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. And while Paulie gets Miguel's winner information, I'm going to tell you about SDFatLoss.com, the program I used to rewire my habits, to pause my hunger, and change my life. I lost 40 pounds in 60 days on their program that is based on real foods, not shakes, not bars, not prepackaged meals. You don't have to buy any of those with SDFatLoss.com. Just the program, the support that you get, the great strategies, doctor-developed program where you're eating real foods, a couple of real meals every single day, and losing up to a pound of fat per day and 10 to 20% of your body weight in just 60 days. Why is this better than the GLP-1s? Well, the injections are going to be permanent. If you want to keep the weight off, you're going to have to keep taking them. Plus, a lot of people lose muscle. Their metabolism goes down. With SDFatLoss.com, they're jump-starting your metabolism. More energy. You don't have to exercise during the program, but I certainly found it much easier to do so after I was done. You can have the same success that I did. You just have to get started by setting up your free consultation at SDFatLoss.com. And if you sign up right now, take $200 off during their spring special and get into a new body by the time summer really hits here in San Diego. It's not a crash diet. It's real, sustainable weight loss. With SDFatLoss.com, that's SDFatLoss.com. Results may vary.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Ben and Woods on a Thursday, brought to you by David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
See the breaking news from Dennis Lynn?
No?
I don't know why people are getting so upset about this.
That was kind of crazy.
People are getting so upset that the Padres, despite an already strong bullpen and the obvious needs for offense and starting pitching, are monitoring the trade market for relief help. Have you guys not been following this team for forever? Like, they always want to improve their bullpen, and I can,
it was the names that were thrown out.
Well, those guys are available. I doubt very much that AJ Preller wants to bring Josh Hader back
or
Aroldis Chapman. Aroldis Chapman would be nasty here. God,
AJ's gonna AJ.
He's going to AJ.
I know that. I mean, I just saw a report that David Morgan's touching triple digits.
Yeah, 101
in the minor leagues. You have plenty of relief pitching.
No, you
right
don't.
now.
You never do. You never, ever, ever do. It's so much cheaper than starting pitching.
It is,
obviously. So, okay, you're shopping from the bargain bin a little bit, but they're always going to look to improve the bullpen. Is anybody going to mind if they improve the bullpen and maybe a couple of guys that will go unnamed will be not in the bullpen anymore?
Where are you going to find the innings for them? Who are you going to take innings away from?
Mason Miller is one of them.
All right. Well, okay. If you're doing that to save your,
how about a double closer for you?
I mean, I don't want you. I don't want to trade big value for a Josh Hader or an Aroldis Chapman. Just put Bradley Rodriguez in the minors.
What's big value? I don't want to trade Ethan Salas. You know what I mean? For a rental of Aroldis Chapman.
Last time they traded for a reliever, they gave up their top prospect. I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that again.
If you can get it, but without expending, an arm and a leg, sure, yeah, make the bullpen stronger.
But he's going to improve the bullpen, and this bullpen is not infallible, as is no bullpen is infallible right now. And I think we're in May, and I'm good with him looking to upgrade. I'm good with him looking to upgrade any and every part of this team. That doesn't mean that we still don't need help offensively. Doesn't mean we still don't need help starting pitching wise. I mean, he's bargain binned it up pretty good to this point as far as starting pitchers go.
It's always a good thing when your team is looking to improve rather than tear it down. So that's a positive. However it comes, he's looking to add, not subtract. So good thing. I missed that report, though.
Justin says, why spend more prospects getting more spend your money and more prospects getting bullpen arms when that's the only strong area of the team? How does that help with slug? It obviously doesn't, but it does help you possibly prevent runs and win close games, knowing you don't have a lot of slug, knowing you don't have a lot of offense, really trying to limit the other team. It's not just about scoring runs. It's about preventing runs as well. And I love an upgrade in the bullpen. I am fully supportive of it. He has my full-throated endorsement.
Adam points out both of those guys you mentioned are lefties.
Yeah.
And, you've got Adrian Morejon, but then it's Wandy and Yuki. By the way, Wandy with a 2.35 ERA and Yuki still with a 0.00 ERA through about 10 or 11 innings already this season.
Neither have pitched. Yuki may be the most uncomfortable watch on this team. I actually like watching Wandy pitch. I do.
I know you do.
I do. When he cranks it up to 97 on the black, I'm like, yes, Yuki just makes me. I just sweat every time he's on the bump, and I get it. 0 ERA.
Crazy that he has not given up a run.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's like crazy.
It's like Toddy not hitting a homer. I mean, it's the exact same opposite in a good way, right?
As mystifying as that is, the other direction. How is Yuki Matsui not giving up a run yet this season?
He's like, what did I do?
All right, we got a contestant on the line. Before we try to crown another winner, though, I'll take a quick. I never do this, but I do if I get a chance to. Victory lap. I told you.
What do you mean you never do
take
this?
the thunder?
Stop the clock.
I never do
thunder.
this.
Oh my god.
Well, I told you yesterday I don't give out picks because I don't bet. But I actually
you take victory laps like Carl Lewis takes victory
twice
laps
a day
on Twitter, on air.
But not gambling victory laps because I don't do it.
If you could blank your own blank, would you?
I did actually. Put some prize picks on the old Thunder last night, and they came through for me with the 122-113 win over the Spurs. So
it's one of the most offensive things I've ever said.
I'm sick to my stomach right now. I'm sick. Guys, I never do this.
If you don't promote yourself, who's going to promote you?
I will.
Okay,
he will.
Well, you didn't mention that I won yet. I gave you
texted
almost
you last night.
I wanted you to do it on the air. Gave you 2.5 hours to say nice pick yesterday. Tier ones. Thanks, Benny, for giving me a big winner last night in the NBA. No one said anything, so I had to say it myself.
I had many first dates, Ben, that also said, I never do this. Totally. I totally believe you. This never happens. All right. Yeah, sure. Okay. All right. That's one of the funniest things that's ever been uttered.
That's literally one of the funniest things you've ever said.
I looked at him, I'm like,
as
is
it was
he
coming out of my
mind?
mouth, I did kind of realize that, but
oh, that was so
shall
good.
we play our game?
It's like a point of pride with you. You own it.
Let's get to some real or fake, okay?
Some are here for the compelling sports talk with Ben and Woods. You can go plow through another donut. It's time for Real or Fake on 97.3 The Fan. Tell the people what they'll win today.
Of course, we're playing for the grand prize drawing, the $500 gift card to the Westgate Las Vegas. Book your reservations at westgatelasvegas.com. And I think Paulie said we had Jason.
Yeah, good morning.
Jason, let's play a little real or fake. If you can get 4 out of 7 right, we'll put you into that drawing for the grand prize at the end of the month. You can even take a victory lap if you win. By the way, playoffs, kind of the focus here today. Let's give the NHL a little bit of time on real or fake. I have a list of their postseason awards and honors.
Okay.
Handed out by the league. You know, like the Lady Bing trophy, but not the Lady Bing.
I feel like you've done this before.
I've done it,
so
but I did some different trophies this time. I'll give you a name of an award, cup, trophy. You just have to tell me which ones are real, which ones are fake. Jason, you ready to play?
Let's go.
All right, let's start with the George Patrick Bowl, real or fake NHL award.
So it's real?
Is it real or fake? No, it's fake. That one was fake. All right, that's 0 for 1. Let's try round 2. The Prince of Wales Trophy. Real or fake, Jason?
I believe that one is real.
That is real. That goes to the winner of the Eastern Conference every single season. All right, that's 1. We need 3 more. The King Clancy Memorial Trophy. Real or fake?
Woods, you want to help on this one?
I can't.
You're right.
I didn't even hear it. I'm laughing. I'm laughing at Ball Sam, like Vinny's comment in the chat. He said, Jason flying in a hot air balloon. Cool. I've been laughing for the last.
It's in his car. It's fine. King Clancy Memorial Trophy.
Very
real.
real.
Or fake?
Very real.
He says real, Jason.
I'll go with it.
He's going with it.
Boom.
And you're right. That goes for leadership on and off the ice. Woodsy says, of course I knew that.
I did that.
All right, that's 2. Let's go with the Clarence S. Campbell Bowl. Real or fake, Jason?
Go fake.
That one's real. That one goes to the winner of the Western Conference. Remember, they used to be the Wales and the Campbell conferences. All right, we've got 2 right, 2 wrong.
Obviously,
Remember? Now it's Eastern and Western. All right, we got 3 left. You need to get 2 of them right.
Never heard that before in my life.
The Sir Montague Allen Cup. Real or fake?
Go with real again.
What are we at?
All right, 2, and we need both of these right, or the game is going to be over. All right, round 6, Jason. NHL award, real or fake? The Arthur H. Sinden Award. Real or fake?
Real.
Just
so
quickly.
confidently, Jason,
Confident,
sorry.
quick, didn't work for you out today, Jason.
Love you, man. Sorry
Get back
about
to the hot air balloon around the world in 80 days.
Was he in a car or was he in the back of the truck?
That got me so good. I looked at that comment and I lost it. I couldn't control myself. I didn't hear a word you said.
Sorry.
I was
What's the
laughing
Lord
so hard.
Aberdeen Memorial Trophy?
Fake.
Fake. All right. You got that one. All right. Let's take a timeout when we come back. Smart Baseball with Eno Sarris. We've asked him about Tatis a million times.
I can't do it
anymore. I cannot do it anymore.
Tatis-less.
We'll figure something else to ask Eno about when we come back with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 0000466. For a full list of games and rules, play at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
I never do this, but I want to tell you guys about 7 Mile Casino. It's really cool. It's about 7 minutes away from Petco Park. You'll love it. They got everything you're looking for. They got Texas Hold'em, Baccarat, and California style blackjack. Like.
Hey, it's a day off for your baseball team. You're looking for something to take your mind off it. Have some fun. Head on down to 7 Mile. It's really easy to get to. We just get off the freeway in Chula Vista at E. You're already on Bay Boulevard, pulling right into their upscale, great card room, light, bright, airy, no smoke, great food at Sammy's at 7 Mile, a beautiful patio with views across San Diego. Why wouldn't you head to 7 Mile Casino? Woods? I know you don't usually tell us.
I've never seen Woodsy's face this red.
Have you ever told him about the Kung Pao chicken?
I don't usually tell you about the Kung Pao chicken, but let me tell you about the Kung Pao chicken. One of my favorite menu items in all of San Diego. It's on the 24/7 players menu, which you can get only at 7 Mile Casino.
Holy crap.
And I rarely say this, but it's just 7 minutes from downtown.
My God. He just here. I'll show you a little. Just a little.
Please don't.
Just a little bit. What hurts on you?
Nothing at all.
A little bit.
Not that now.
So let's say
whatever you're about to touch is the only thing.
Let's say
It's gonna hurt.
Right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Pretend your knee hurts.
Pretend your knee.
It's going to in a second.
Right here.
Oh, that is not pleasant.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Live read in history. So I'll take that because that was so funny.
Fine.
I was laughing so hard.
Still don't see the thank yous pouring in from my my big winner that I handed out yesterday.
He did give a 6.5.
Yeah, 6.5 point spread. They won by 9. It was my 50-star lock of the year.
You got it.
Ben and Woods.
You hit it.
I mean, I assume everyone in San Diego is a little richer today, thanks to me. And
well, this show's such a jinx.
Didn't get any credit.
They probably went against you.
That's a good point.
We are such a jinx.
That is a good point. All right, we're going to talk some smart baseball with Eno Sarris here. Broadcasting live from the Bill House Studios. We know how. We're going to move over to our sound space in just a few minutes for our Epic Wings, Epic Padres Roundtable. Tony Gwynn Jr. is going to be with the crew today. Looking forward to it. But let's get our last check of traffic here before Eno joins us next year on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center. Injured? Demand justice. Demand Jurowitz. 855GetRoss.com.
La Mesa eastbound on the 8. Earlier crash past Lake Murray Boulevard now has lanes open. Brake lights from before College Avenue. Joey Vlasny, Odyssey San Diego traffic.
This report is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Summer driving season's almost here. Stop by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They'll check your tires, lights, and essential fluids with any oil change. Stay in your car. No appointment needed. Visit SoCal Oil Change for coupons. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Your 15-minute drive-through oil change.
It's time for the super polished, yet to be named Smart Baseball Weekly segment with Eno Sarris, son of a bitch. Brought to you by 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from the ballpark, by the bay in Chula Vista.
Sometimes the simplest questions are the hardest ones to answer. And the question, and I think John Flint brought it up, and Matt Scraby was asking. It was essentially like, how are the Padres this good? And
how are they doing this?
How are they doing this? And I brought up the word mirage earlier this season.
Yep.
People have said smoke and mirrors. Usually, though, it shows up somewhere. We know they've got a good bullpen, but it can't just be a good bullpen that leads you to 9 games above 500 because the offensive numbers are truly bad. The starting pitching is just outside the top 10 in most categories. Not terrible, but certainly not something that puts a winning team on their back. The runners in scoring position, none of it's great. And I just don't know the answer to the question. How are the Padres 9 games above 500?
I mean, they're on pace to be the best bullpen ever.
Okay, well, that's better than I knew they were good. I didn't know they were on pace to be the best bullpen ever.
You can't, I mean, it's like you're talking about wins over replacement and pacing it out. And like, we all know that like you can be negative for a while and, you can't just take it and multiply it by 3 or whatever and be like, this is what it is. But if they did keep this up all year, it would be the best bullpen ever. Better than some of those Yankee bullpens, better than the Eric Gagne Dodgers bullpen. So, it has a lot to do with Mason Miller. And then, Gavin Sheets and Nick Castellanos are both in the top 15 for clutch. So even if Nick Castellanos has been a negative WAR player, he's come up big in a couple big moments, and we know the Holy Sheets chant and how many times that's come through. So the bottom of the lineup has given them just enough, and the bullpen's held it, I guess. That's the best way to describe it. And so, in terms of runs scored and runs allowed, they show up, 3 or 4 wins lucky. But one of the things that I'm saying is you banked all this without your big 3, hitters doing the best they could, So, luck is a funny thing. People say, oh, they're going to regress. Well, yeah, they could regress, or the guys who've been terrible could come online and they could continue playing at this pace.
Yeah, I mean, at baseball, it's 9 guys, right? I mean, at the end of the day, my little league team would have gone undefeated, if all 11 guys, came through. But some guys carry the load other times, but with this team, you look at it right now, and the reports are that they're looking to even improve that bullpen, right? Because you can get relief pitchers for cheaper than you can get starters. When it comes to the offense, I honest to God think Ted Williams might hit 250 at Petco Park. I honest, like in his prime, Ted Williams hits 250. I don't understand it. We saw it with Juan Soto. Good hitters seemingly come here to die. People are blaming the hitting coach. We've had a bunch of hitting coaches. Where do you fall offensively?
Yeah, I mean, the least amount of homers, the fewest amount of homers that anybody has hit with Tatis's bat speed is in a full season of 600 plus plate appearances is 20. So
wow,
ever.
Yeah, I mean, we've only been tracking bat speed for 3-4 years, so ever is a lot. But,
what's his bat speed?
Yeah.
So, what is it?
But I'm just saying, like, if he doesn't get anywhere close to 20, then I don't know. Whoever he's listening to is to blame, I think. Or,
sure.
The fact, I mean, he's a guy who's tinkered, and he hasn't gone back to his old open stance yet. I'm flabbergasted by what's going on there. But in terms of, the StatCast park factors, it's always surprising to find that the Padres are not, considered one of the most pitching friendly ballparks. I mean, yeah, 24th, but the 24th but much closer to the league average than say the Mariners, the Rangers have become a pitcher's park. And so, that's neither here nor there. I think the big thing is this, people think about home run park factors the most. And that's where San Diego Park plays above average. So if you can hit home runs in San Diego, you're fine. What gets suppressed in San Diego are singles, doubles by a lot, and triples. So, maybe it is a combination of offensive philosophy and park, where it's like, oh, this is a pitcher's park. We need to put the ball in play. We need to go the other way. We need to hit doubles. Well, guess what? Your park suppresses more than anything. Doubles.
Singles and doubles. Makes sense to me.
Maybe you should build a team that's more all or nothing sluggers. I mean, it's not what people think of as like, oh, that's the way to deal with Petco Park. But think of a slugger like if a guy hits the ball 400 feet, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, it might be 380 or 390, because of the wind or because it's cold, but it's still going to go out.
So, last year, David Popkins was the big hot name, right? And everybody needed to follow what the Blue Jays did, right? And, oh, my gosh, he's increased their bat speed. Therefore, they're an inch away from winning the World Series. Blue Jays are not playing well this year at all. We met Steven Souza Jr. We talked to him. I'm not a blame the hitting coach guy. I never have been. These guys are $30 million a year, $20 million a year players. What do they need? A coach isn't going to install some game plan for them to go out and do. But, at what point do you look at it and say, all right, we need a change? I mean, because again, it's such a copycat league, right? David Popkins literally was the hottest name in baseball last year. You don't hear anything about him right now.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, San Diego is in a better position to do what Toronto did last year than Toronto itself is right now. Because Toronto right now is 21st in bat speed across the league. And, of course, they're pairing that with, once again, the second best strikeout rate or the tied for the best strikeout rate in baseball. So they're a team that made contact. The reason everyone loved them was they're a team that made contact that added bat speed over the course of the season, added power, and got that elusive what everybody wants, which is power and contact at the same time. And now San Diego has the higher bat speed this year, but the 22nd best strikeout rate. But this is a team that's led the league in strikeout rate before or been in the top 5. So, I like the bat speed, but like I said, Tatis is not turning that bat speed into results, and it's confounding. So I hear what you're saying, that it's convenient to blame the hitting coach too.
Always.
Because, that's a fall guy for GMs and stuff. It's the easiest thing to change out. Hitting coaches on average have about like a 1.5 year tenure with their organization.
What a job.
Yeah.
What a gig. Thankless.
Yeah. So like it's always like the tinge of sadness when I congratulate somebody that is in my Rolodex for becoming a hitting coach or a pitching coach.
There it is.
I'm always like,
it's a good point.
Good luck, dude.
Yeah, good luck,
Pitching
man.
coaches have a little bit more tenure just because you've got your Nieblas, you've got guys who've proven that they can stay on top of pitching, but hitting just seems. I think it's because a lot of the metrics in the hitting world are new, and so teams are looking for somebody who understands these new metrics and can coach hitters in the modern era. And the first wave of people in this situation, we saw this with pitching numbers. The first wave, a lot of times, are people that know the numbers but can't connect with players. And I'm not saying Souza's either of these things. I'm just saying generally what happens is you get a lot of people who know what they're doing but don't have the touch. And then the second wave is often guys who know what they're doing and have the touch.
Yeah.
And so I don't know exactly where we are on hitting, but I know that teams are changing out hitting coaches like crazy. And there's something somewhat unique about coaching hitting in the modern moment, because some of these old techniques and old ideas aren't necessarily rising to meet the challenge. Ted Williams was right about a lot of things, but we have much more nuanced information now. We can describe your swing from the moment your hands start moving to the moment you make contact. We have angles for everything. And so, people can study that and be like, oh, you're dumping the barrel too early. Your hands are dropping too early. You're this, that, and the other thing. And so that's a new way to coach hitting.
Here's a crazy stat for you. If you don't count the 2020 season and Larry Rothschild, and I don't, Padres have had 2 pitching coaches over the last quarter of a century.
That's crazy.
Darren Balsley and Ruben Niebla. They have been the most stable coaches that you're going to find in a dugout just about anywhere. Before we go.
And how many hitting coaches?
I could not count. I don't have enough grains of sand to count the hitting coaches for the Padres. All right. We know that You're all about the advanced analytics and all the different numbers, OPS, XWAR, all the different ones. You were checking out on BTS this weekend, correct?
I was, yes.
Woods is looking at me confused. You went to a BTS concert.
Is that the K-pop?
K-pop, yeah. How was that? Why was that?
It was kind of, it was all right. They're better rappers than I thought. I wasn't familiar with their rapping game.
Your kid dragged you there, I'm assuming?
And they did, well, they're such a stadium show, you know, like they had all these dancers, and I think the funniest thing was I don't know how much your kids are a little bit younger than mine, I think, but like, you know, they did a lot of mogging and look smaxing.
Oh yeah,
as the kids say, where they're singing and they're rapping, but they also know that these big screens are up.
Oh yeah,
and they know that like a lot of their fans are women that find them attractive. So there were just moments when like they weren't even singing; they were just like looking at the camera seductively.
That's what Ben's trying to do in our live stream right now, and it's creeping me out to no end.
I don't like it.
To no,
I do not like it.
And
giving you the blue steel right now.
It's unbelievable.
Doesn't really work
I don't
for
like
me.
it at all.
I don't know. Eno, appreciate it.
Thank you,
It's always good to have you. Have a great rest of your week and weekend. We'll talk to you next Thursday.
Thanks, Eno.
I don't really know how to mog or looks max.
Yeah, same. But I saw a report yesterday that they're doing a new thing. I don't know. Can I say testicle maxing?
What?
They're shooting silicone lubricant to make it look bigger. So I saw it. It was on Twitter, so it's got to be real. It sounds very
painful.
Then again, I say we don't dissuade people from doing it.
But you do
because it's-
Botox, right?
No, I don't do
Oh, I thought
Botox.
you
I've
did
never
Botox.
done. What are you talking about? I've never done Botox in my
I
life.
thought you did Botox.
No.
No?
I would tell you if I did Botox. I've never done Botox.
What did we do? We went.
I
to
look
that,
like ass. Are
we
you
went
kidding?
to that clinic that one time for the
I got
endorsement.
cool sculpting.
Oh, that's right. You got cool sculpting.
It hurts so bad, dude. Oh God, it hurts so bad. Oh, it hurts so
That's
bad.
a form of looks maxing, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
is it
Something
I don't know.
painful
It's on
to
your-
try to look better.
It's on your body. It's on your
Yeah.
body. I guess.
I don't
guess
know.
it would be. Scrotox, they call it. You do Botox, don't you? What? No, I swear I would tell
Ben
you if
is
I
just
did.
on
I've
one
never
today.
done it.
Ben, this is the funniest you've ever been today.
Yeah, for real.
Not intentionally.
I would have.
Intentionally.
I wouldn't have these crow's feet if I did. I look like I'm 65 years old. I saw a picture of me the other day. I'm like, this is getting bad, man.
Well, if anyone wants to sponsor some Botox for Woods,
I don't
and
know
his
if I
crow's
would do
feet.
it. I don't know if I would do it. Would you?
Really?
Yeah, you're on the news. Would you do it?
I mean, I guess I would have to consider it. I don't know.
Really?
That I need it.
Where do you get it? I mean, you have lines in your forehead. You have lines around your face.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wonder how. I wonder how much. If you could show me what I'd look like, and I'm like, you know what, that's worth it. Then I might try it. Anyway, if the tier ones would like to contribute to my Botox, go ahead. That's a bit we talked about yesterday.
You can go fund me
Thank
for your
you, Chris.
Botox from the tier
Great
ones.
idea, buddy.
This hour on 97.3 The Fan brought to you by GL Pools, the swimming pool experts trusted by thousands of San Diegans since 2006. Baseball is back, so is swim season. Make sure your pool is ready. Call now. Mention radio for a free month of pool service. Woods has already gone and checked twice to see if the wings are here yet.
They're here now, buddy.
So off we go to the sound space for our commercial-free Epic Wings, Epic Padres Roundtable. Show back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Paulie Rundle, have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you all at the roundtable in just a couple of minutes here on 97.3 The Fan. So long, everybody.